a friend code, give it to your friend, and have them type it into the refer box when they sign up online. Alternatively, give the code to our friendly call centre team and they'll do the rest. So come and bring your friends into the fabulous world of jewellery making. Jewellery Maker, share your passion.
We here at JewelleryMaker know how popular our 10-strand mystery packs have been, so we're bringing them back. You can get your hands on these completely random lucky dips for just £25. This works out to just £2.50 per strand, but be warned, it's while stocks last. Add this to your order and you won't be disappointed. Just ask for this code whilst on the phone to our call centre on 0800 644 655 or simply type the code into our website and add to your basket. JewelleryMaker, giving you the best deals on genuine gemstones.
Hello and welcome to JewelleryMaker. Hiya, I'm Ali Defoy. It's really good to see you. I hope you're well. Hope you've had a nice few days. Has it been good? What have you been up to? Anything fun? Have you been, making Easter eggs? Maybe? Playing with chickens? I saw a lovely picture of one of my colleagues' little daughter with a little baby chick today. Oh, it looks so cute. I'm Ali Defoy. I'm going to be taking you through the next 4 hours of your Design Inspiration Show. And what a show it is today, goodness gracious me, it's jam-packed. I think this show has been prepared for about 4 weeks. It's amazing, everything you're seeing here. It's almost looking like the most glamorous curtains of a sort of Persian princess's abode. It's beautiful, have a look at these. I'm loving the colour coordination. Mark Smith is with me today. Oh yeah. Mark, do you feel the appreciation for this coordination?
The first thing that caught my eye when I came in.
What is it?
I'm just glad I didn't have that as my kit.
Could you imagine?
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
You would need a good few weeks to get going on that, wouldn't you?
How many, is that one bundle?
No, it's a mixture. A couple of mixtures. Yeah, I know, could you imagine? By the time I read them all, I wouldn't even be able to get through them all by the time they sell out, I can imagine. Lots and lots coming up for you today. We've got S-on cords coming up. We've got Paracord. Oh, yes. Director Tom is so pleased he's not started work officially. Well, technically he has started work, but as in live on air, because this is my director from my late shift usually. He adores Paracord. So does Wes. All the boys are into this Paracord. It is amazing. It is all about Paracord, isn't it? They're loving it, and we haven't even begun. Mark, You've got a lot of love for Paracord as well, haven't you?
Yeah, but today it's a different slant on today's Paracord.
Oh, is it now? What's that?
In the kit we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces, and one of them would be suitable for a gent. The other 7 are all aimed at ladies. So the whole point of today's Paracord kit is showing the viewers how to incorporate beads. So between two kits today, we're hopefully, as you probably saw on Facebook, going to be doing at least 6, maybe 7 demos today.
You're putting yourself on the clock, aren't you?
Yeah,
You've got an hour to do it.
The kits are just stunning. Absolutely, completely different from each other, but absolutely beautiful. This one in particular is just...
Lot of love for it, lot of love for this.
Yes.
I'm just going to possibly need to check my top back. I might need to get a new one because for some reason it sounds like I'm underwater and I'm currently swimming. Let me show you this. This is a macrame board. They are in stock. There are not many for you. I think I relaunched it a couple of weeks ago, but the 23rd of April I think it was when I relaunched this. This is coming for you within today's show. Oh yeah. But not yet. And something I'm going to show you, 2 treats I'm going to show you while I get your first opportunity. Both of these are coming up in today's show. They're amazing. Let me just work out where we're going first. Oh, is it a findings pack that's not in the box? Oh, because it's here. Yay! All of this is coming up. And we're going to start off with these for you. Now, we're doing a huge reduction on this. Kimbo told me this before the show even began, obviously. We get a little bit excited about the treats we have for you. Kim was telling me all about this earlier. These aren't just for Kumihimo. Obviously, they're ideally designed for that, but you've got T-bars in there. You've got, in fact, I'm just going to tip them all out. So you've got yourself your what's known as a pendant holder. Hello, hello, hello. But you could just put that on a normal chain. It doesn't need to be in Kumihimo. You could put it on anything you fancy, as long as it will fit through there. That could work. Maybe some of the macrame cord pieces that you make, depending on how wide they are, you can maybe have a play with this. I've also got T-bars. Oh, have a look at this. Hearts, you get 4 of these, which you could stamp. You get your oval jump rings as well. Ooh, and you can also use them with paracord. Now this is a sneaky peek. I'm going to hide it, the actual design, so you have to wait to see that. But this is showing you how in a sort of silver colour you could do the same design on paracord with the Kumihimo cord endings and the T-bar and clasp as well. Not going to show you the actual design, you have to wait for that. Can't be giving that away early, could we, Mark? No. Be a bit naughty. But to show you how you could work it in, you've got different endings. To me, they look like little bells when I first saw them. Or like, you know the Russian dolls, Mark? Does it make you think of that now and again?
Did you ever have any as a child?
I never had any. No, I think I would have loved them. You get a variety, did you?
No, I have seen recently on a website, there is a set that are made up of, you know, those little bricks, and they had their little movie middle of last year. The building bricks, little plastic red and yellow.
Oh,
and,
go,
you know,
Lego.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
Yeah, a set of those, but in the shape of the building figures. It's really funky.
Oh, that sounds quite cool indeed. I've got for you a very, very limited quantity. You get 40 pieces in it, but just have a look for you here. You get 4 of the slightly larger ones, 2 of the big ones, and 6 of each of the smaller ones. 2, 4, 6, 8 of the smallest ones, so it graduates in size. As they get smaller, you get 2 more each time. You've got your 4 hearts, as I mentioned. You get your 4 cords for your pendants, and you also get in there your T-bar bolt, or jump ring, sorry. Not jump ring, your toggle clasp, there's the one. £12.95 is the only price that's ever been seen at, ever. Ever. So we're going to go lower. 40 of them. Oh, I love that. I quite fancy that. I actually quite fancy that on my bedroom wall as a picture. I really do. I think that looks quite cool as a picture, don't you? £6.95.
Really?
Oh my word, what a huge reduction for us. This is massive. We want to get everybody involved today. You do get the little box as well, the matrix box with your findings. And as I say, they are Kumihimo based, but you don't have to use them Kumihimo. You can use them with your Paracord. You can use them with a variety of different mediums, but make sure you get them. If that's the lowest price they've ever been, usually only $12.95, today for 1 day only, and it's not April Fool's because that's past. Yeah, that finishes at 12 o'clock, so at 1 o'clock, we're not trying to kid you on. I love that my boss sent me an email today and he said, this is not an April Fool's. And then wrote the rest of his email. Apparently he got caught out by his 7-year-old a treat this morning. I want to know what it was. And the £6.95. Text us in if you were caught out by April Fool's today. I didn't talk to anybody before 12 o'clock really. Apart from upstairs, they had a bake-off, and I said, "This is a joke. There's something wrong here." And they said, "No, really, it's not April Fool's. We really did just have a bake-off." So let me know if you got fooled this morning, or what's the worst time. Maybe you fooled somebody else. What's the worst and best and worst April Fools that have ever been pulled that you're aware of, or if it's anything happened today? 60777. JM should at the start of your text. Join us when you can. It was really busy this morning. A lot of people are adding on to the same order they might have already started. We're going to do the Macramé board next for you as well. Great to see so many of you multi-bidding on this as well, because if you think about it, a multi-bid is not far off the price of one full price normally. So you've got yourself two for not far off the price of one. Same post and packaging, that doesn't change. No. I was getting something the other day. I can't tell you what it was because it's part of my bridesmaid duties. But I was buying it yesterday and it was £20. Guess how much the post and packaging was? $12.95. It's coming from America, but still, $12.95. That's not first class delivery or anything. No. So I'm rethinking that one at the moment. Right, Macramé. No, you need to get these as an add-on if you've already joined us today. Even if you haven't tried them, I genuinely think they'd be fun. But you've always got your 30-day money-back guarantee, so you're never going to feel that you have to keep it. If you change your mind, change your mind. Oh, new bail-making pliers for you as well. 3 mil rounds. Going to do them next. Macramé board. Love it or love it. It's the large macramé board, which we had, in fact, Mark and I, we had it in the show the last time you were on, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Because it was lovely, because Kim said she hasn't seen it in ages, and I said, oh, I'm ever so lucky, because I had it with Mark not so long ago. It flew out the door. I've not got a huge quantity of them. I'm going to lean back so you don't have to look at my double chin, but you still can I move it there? Then you don't. Hey, no double chin for you. They're 39 by 29 centimetres. Now, if you're new to JewelleryMaker, hiya, I'm Ali. It's lovely to meet you. And I've got Mark Smith as our guest designer here, renowned for his jewellery making talents, but not just jewellery making. In particular, very much so, sort of macramé king, you could call him. Would you be happy with that title? Macramé king?
I don't know, actually.
Why did you not be happy with being called a king?
The whole reasoning behind the way macramé came about on the show is a couple of years ago we had a segment on the show called Challenge the Designer, and viewers would send in a list from the website of 10 components. They would choose a guest designer to make the jewellery for them, and all the jewellery that we made, the recipient would get it as a gift afterwards, you see. And I had a letter from a lady called, I can't remember. X, I remember in a minute, Claire Harper Sayers, and her set of stones were for me to make jewellery for her husband and teenage sons, completely out of my comfort zone. You know, I'd never made jewellery for gents before, and I just happened to be having a cup of tea with my mum, and she said, what about macramé? So we had a couple of books out of the library, and overnight I became macramé master. So
you want to be a master? Is that whole story was to say he doesn't want to be called a king, he wants to be a macramé master. Is that what it is?
It's just amazing because there are 5 basic knots for macramé, but it's just, I mean, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of different ways of using the knots and incorporating beads, and it's just completely taken off. And because of those bracelets that are on the high street with the little toggles, I mean, it's massive, absolutely massive, and it's such a quick, simple and easy, and all the family can get involved in macramé. It's ace. I'm waffling now, I do apologise.
No, you're fine. I can't believe you don't want to be called a macramé king. No. Macramé master. So I've got for you, now these need to sell out. I've only had about 4 or 5 people join us so far. A lot of you thinking about it at 0800 644 655. This is invaluable. I've got mine. In fact, mine's brown. I've got the old style one. Old school. Mine isn't the brand new one. This is fantastic with the larger size. It means you can do more than one project at once. With the smaller one, you're kind of almost a little bit made to work with just maybe one project, maybe 2. But with this one, you can do a couple of projects at once. Mark, you've got more than one macrame board, do you, or do you not?
Yes.
You have how many?
I've got 12 of the large and 15 of the small.
And part of that is to do with the fact that you do courses as well, so you like to supply your macrame boards for the courses.
I think for as far as macrame boards you go, I'd recommend getting 3.
Okay.
So one for your beading thread and your Esselons and your finer threads.
Yep.
One for your wire, and then one for your satin cores and your wax cores and your hemps. Because after a while you'll notice that if you use it repeatedly using the same slots with thicker material, when you go to use a thinner material, it doesn't hold so well. So I always have 3 of each size, and you can. But the main bonus with the large board is you can make necklaces on it, whereas the smaller one you're restricted to bracelets. Or if you're using lots of T-pins to make a bracelet into a necklace, you have to take all the pins out, move everything up, and you just lose its shape. So for necklaces, you get the big board. Perfect. Without a doubt.
Call me when you can. For the larger board, as I mentioned, it's not been in stock for a while. We got it back in stock about the 23rd of April. No, this is April, 23rd of March. $9.95. It's perfect. It's lightweight. It's got all your markings on there for you to follow for your lengths as well. Make sure you're keeping yourself straight. It's a brilliant treat. If you don't want the lines on there, all you need to do is simply turn it round to the back, but I always use the lines. I think it's hard not to. I find it harder to not use the lines as a guide, but £9.95. You can see how thick it is, and you can see how, well, I hope you can see, it's pretty light. Get it home. It doesn't matter because of the size of it. Even if it doesn't fit through your post box, it's not going to change your post and packaging, your shipping, handling. It's still the same. £2.95 in the UK and Northern Ireland, or on the Wibbly Wobbly web. You can join us wherever you wish to join us worldwide, bearing in mind you choose your currency, and then you can also, just reminded me I need to get currency for holiday, to buy some money. Thai baht is what I need. Exciting. I'm going to Thailand. 28 days.
To go or for 28 days?
No, I'm not going for 20 days,
right.
Going for 13.
Gosh.
13 days, 13 nights, 14 days.
I'm going to Snowdon next week, walking for 2 days.
Oh, you're going to love it. I did that 2 weekends ago. Brilliant.
Yeah, amazing.
Brilliant. You can have loads of fun. You should try and fall in the lake like I did. It's quite refreshing. Brand new pliers. Well, they're brand new to me in stock. We've seen them before, but they're brand new in stock, as in they've just been restocked. Gosh, that was a long-winded way of saying we've just got them back in stock, isn't it? I've got 3mm on one side and 5mm on the other. You probably worked that out yourself, didn't you? Just in case you didn't, I'll tilt it that way so you can see. So these are your bail making pliers. Exceptionally popular in the past, so much so we ran out of stock. So we've only just got them back. Brilliant for making your bails. Of course, if you think about them, you can do that figure of 8 as well if you wanted, and have the smaller and the larger on the top. It has got a little bit of grease on it, don't worry about that. It's just to prevent it from rusting, of course, and keeping the joints really well lubricated. You have for yourself a pair of pliers. We tend to stick to our prices, don't we, when it comes to tools? We don't tend to sort of change them, so it's always good. I always think that's good because I don't want to watch a show and then see my pliers go for a different price at another point. I want, for tool wise, I think they should always be, if possible, around the same price point, because otherwise I wouldn't know when to get them. So if we're going to do them, we're going to do them at the same price as you've seen them before. We wouldn't do them for any more. We don't do that. It's not how we work. It's not how we roll. Mark, have you used the bail making pliers before?
I've used them probably for a different use, but I use them for doing small gizmo coils to make jump rings.
Yep.
Rather than getting the whole gizmo machine out and get that all set up. So these are really handy. And then because in the past I've tried to make, if I'm making a small amount of jump rings, I've always used my round nose pliers, but you find at the top end it's going to be smaller and so narrow. So for making coils, this is really good. But for getting coils of exactly the same size, that's absolutely perfect. It's beautiful.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the gizmo, if you've never tried it and you want to give the gizmo idea a try, but you know you need these anyway to make your bails, Now, if we get a wee video of how to, I'm sure we've got a video of how to use these on the Wibbly Wobbly website on JewelleryMaker.com, the bail making pliers. It'd be crazy if we didn't, because we've had them for a fair wee while and they're one of our most popular. If you have tried them before and you fancy letting anyone who's never tried them before, let them know what you think, how you get on. If you've bought these, you're probably being sent a wee email from an external company called FIFO, and what they do is they like to get any of your comments and they send them all back to us. So constructive as you like. Let us know how you get on. If you get them home and you think, yeah, they're great, or they're great, but if only that happened, or if only I could do this, then I would love them even more. Let us know how you get on. Let us know what you think. And that's only for us to get better and to improve what we offer for you as a service, but also to make sure we get what you want exactly. Because we can only get what we believe you want and what we hear you want, but if you don't tell us, if there's something we could improve on it, then please let us know. And if you love them, then let us know as well, because then we know we can improve on something else. Joining us on the phone lines on the web, I've already got Cheshire in, Paul's in Cambridgeshire, I've got Gloucestershire, Cheshire, and again Cheshire. Having a field day today. Great to see you all. Should we drop it for you down to $6.95, which is the price I believe they launched at, right? Yep, only ever been $6.95, and that's the price we're looking for. That price won't go up with us. We'll only ever go to $6.95 because we don't like to go up in price. No. So professional touch, if you want to finish your bails properly. So you've only ever used them for gizmo ideas as opposed to making bails with them?
Yes.
They are great for your wire work bails. If you've never used them before, give them a wee play. Have a look at them. We do have our tutorials on the web. Do you know what? I might do a lot of bindings on tomorrow. I might get her to have a wee play for you with them. And then they could be on their way to you. You could be sitting thinking, oh yeah, it's a cabochon show tomorrow actually. I know. And we messaging about these. It's from Angie. Hi Angie. Hello lovelies. Whoa, fab prices. Those pliers are almost 3 times the price in a certain craft shop. Oh, best prices in the UK on JM with 4 kisses. Oh Angie, thank you very much. Oh, I'm pleased to hear that. We message from Donna Marie. Hi out in Bristol. Oh, Bristol's a lovely part of the world. I've got the multi-size version of these and they are just fab. Don't know what I ever did without them. I use them all the time. Oh, thank you for messaging in. It's lovely to hear. You can message us for free on JewelleryMaker.com or on 60777. You can message us there. £6.95. Let me leave those there with you because it's time for your design. Oh no, challenge in fact. I'm going to give you your challenge. Have I got it or has Mark got it? Oh, it's over there. It's already all set up. That's lucky. Doesn't often happen, is it? So if you've just tuned in, this is Mark. I'm Ali. It's great to see you. Mark has got a challenge for today, and we're going to give you these. Oh, you've already got them.
It's not a challenge, is it? Honestly.
But I don't know.
Look at these.
You
look
loving
at those. Oh, they're ace. The first thing I saw these green ones, and I've used antique bronze wire, and I'm going to make a rosary with a bit of wire twisting. Well, I'm going to make some cufflinks with the larger slabs. So I just think they're ace. So that's what I've got planned for today.
If you're fancying having a look at that and thinking, oh, I like that cufflink idea, I think I fancy making that myself, you need to get them. So we're going to do something extra on your savings today. This is going to be a bit of an epic saving for your challenge. 260 carats of your purple stripe agates. You get 300 carats of your greens and 450 carats for your blues. So there's your purple, greens and your blues. Probably worked that out yourself, didn't you? Just in case. 16mm for your purple and your plain puffy coins. They're called plain because they don't have any faceting or any cuts in them, but there's nothing about them that's plain when it comes to their markings. They are magical. On your green, you're looking at 20mm in your coins. They're getting even bigger, aren't they? They're lovely, like an apple colour. Fancy them. And then for you in your blue striped agate, 25 by 18mm for you on your big rectangles. And again, puffy rectangles, no faceting in any of them, plain in their luster, but as you can see, nothing plain about them by any means. This one makes me think of a whale.
Of a whale?
Yeah, there's its eye.
Really?
The eye of the whale, yes. You don't see it, do you?
No, not convinced.
Well, reminds me of a whale. And that's what's great about genuine gems, because they're all individual and you can look at them in whatever way you wish. And I wish to look at that one as a whale. You've got a free phone number in the UK and Northern Ireland to call us on. JewelleryMaker.com is your website available to you as well. Mark, you like to join us on the website. I'm a lover of the phone line.
It's ace. And do you know my favourite part of the website, and this is a really tiny little thing, but I just love it, is when you put onto, for example, you click on New In, and you get your list. This is, I'm really sorry, but this is really geeky. There's a little box that you can press from 12 to 96. Because I'm not a fan of replenishing the page time and time again. So you can press a little button, and instead of having 12 little pictures of products to look at, you could have 96.
You can just
That's made my day. Yeah. I know it's silly.
Just simple things. Simple. I'm easily amused
I
too,
love
to
it.
be fair. Let's get that price on what you imagine. 3 strands, 38 centimetres in length each. You're getting yourself, should be, oh, they're lovely and cool. Should be $21.85. But today, $14.95. £5 off per person. You can get as many as you fancy. You can get 1, you can get 2, you can get a couple. It doesn't matter, but what you do need to do is get a hold of them. Carat weight is a total of 260, 300, 560, 900, 1,010. 1,010 carats for £14.95. All genuine gems, wonderful variety. You could use them together, you can use them separately, you can use them individually. Imagine how lush those purple ones would be just as rings. You can make those as cufflinks as well, couldn't you? Maybe ladies.
All of those you can make for cufflinks, absolutely.
Plenty of options with these, plenty of opportunities for £14.95. 38 centimetres in length. As I say, you get 3 of them. You don't have to choose. We message in from Mark from Donna Marie. Also, just wanted to say it's great to see Mark on a DI show. Have actually got time to sit and watch for a change. Good luck, Mark, and have fun. Oh, that's lovely,
I get quite nervous about DI shows, as you know. We've had this discussion before about DI shows. I do get really nervous about them, so thank you. That's really kind.
No need to be, you silly Billy. I've got $14.95. We're nice on this shift, no?
Yes. Well, it's not the people, it's the whole thing behind it.
You mean making stuff on the telly? Grand at it. Right, lots coming your way. There's your challenge. I'll leave those with
Thank
you.
you.
Have fun,
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
I'll probably be disrupting you in a moment to do the design inspiration. Oh, you're setting out a wee necklace there.
Might be.
Right, lots and lots coming your way. Oh, nearly tripped over my handbag there. Would have been interesting. So, abalone, we're not doing them now, are we? I'm just going to move your macrame board to the side. Oh, hold on a minute. These macrame would go with these abalone will go with absolutely everything on the entire nugget T-bar. Everything. You could just have one of these in a nugget bracelet, actually, couldn't you? Abalone goes with everything. Do you know what I was watching last night? It was, oh, I can't even remember the official name of it. It was a dining show, and I think it was in Australia. No, it wasn't. It was New Zealand. Or was it in Australia? There was a mix, and they were. It was like a come dine with me thing, but they go to the person's house, and the person has to make like a restaurant, and then everybody comes and they eat the meal, and they have a set meal, and there's loads of couples of 2. Now the people were making, can you guess what it was? Abalone. The meat was in the middle of that, and they were making abalone patties like fish cakes, but with abalone. It's one of the most highly renowned delicacies in New Zealand, yeah. For power shell as well. And they served it with the shell on the plate. Now I was sitting looking at that going, look how much abalone they've got on their plate. Look at that, that's a whole shell. They don't realise that could be jewellery. I hope they didn't get rid of the shells. But they served the meat with the shell, and I was just thinking, oh my gosh, if there was any jewellery makers watching that, we'd all be sitting going, save us the shell, save the shell. Because this gentleman used to dive for, or still does dive for, your power shells. So. And your abalone. Power shell is a New Zealand version. This has sold out every time I've offered it to you. Every time. And it's been a limited amount. We were asked the other day by our, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but our buying team were asking if there's anything particular we fancied ordering again. And I said absolutely without a shadow of doubt, abalone. Abalone, as much as we can get. We love it. It sells, it flies, it's popular, and it's gorgeous. It goes with every colour. What you see with an abalone shell, this is a totally genuine shell. You're not just getting one, you're getting 2. It's actually double-sided. With an abalone, it's only one side of the shell that has that amazing beauty. So we've gone and doubled it up for you. There's a join in the middle. You can barely see it. Let me tilt that for you there so you can see, or maybe try and see. Can you see there's a rough join in the middle? So you've got abalone shell on one side, and then you've actually got a second abalone shell on the back. So you've got doubled abalone the whole way along. Now, natural abalone, we could just give you the entire strand like that with just an abalone on one side, and that would be amazing. but to do double abalone, sounds like baloney, but you're getting double the quantity is what you should get, in my opinion, for an abalone shell. And you've got yourself a full 38cm strand, brilliant sizes, 10mm rounds. In fact, these would go gorgeous with the 10mm round fluorites that I've got coming up for it. Yes, I have 10mm round faceted fluorite. What? Say what? It's amazing. There's a huge quantity. I'm going to ask if it can be my new viewer deal. I've not got it for you yet. It's in the 4 o'clock. I haven't got that yet. It's in our 4 o'clock box, so I'll get that to you when I can. Sorry, my hair just caught in my wee wire there. I've got Susan in, Tina's in as well, Mandy, Deborah, Lindsay, Kate. I've got Janet in there as well, Hillia's in, Sarah's in, multi-bids are coming through, Shropshire's Vale, Vale of Glamorgan, Cheshire, Sussex, Cumbria, Aberdeenshire, Greater Lynn, everybody's getting involved. Nobody wants to miss out on totally genuine abalone. You have, if I could get the shell for you, it's locked away in the vault actually. This has just arrived, so we would have been able to bring it to you. Mark, is this something you've ever had the opportunity to use
It's one
before?
of my top sellers.
Is it?
It's massive, absolutely massive. And as I will explain to the customers at the craft stall that it is double-sided. It sounds such a silly little thing, but there are so many, I've seen lots of websites selling it one-sided.
Well,
which is all right if it's a bracelet or a necklace, but for earrings, you know, sometimes the earrings fall, back to front, and I just think it's not good. But
well, I guess if you think about it, abalone naturally is only on one side. To be fair,
yes.
It's fair enough, but it doesn't, as you say, it doesn't help as a jewellery maker if you want to have it on a ring that can spin, or earrings where you see both sides. It's a luxury to have double abalone. It's an if you think about it, you would expect to be paying the price of double normally one abalone strand because you're getting it on both sides. But we don't seem to do that, do we?
What I've seen actually, this is a brilliant use for it, and years and years. Well, I think it's still on TV. There's a children's program called Blue Peter.
Oh, right.
And I used to follow their craft ideas religiously. And you're all too young to remember the halfpenny, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, the halfpence piece went out of circulation, and they had this idea of sticking them onto cardboard and turning them into placemats for mug mats and placemats and things, just to use your halfpennies. And I've seen these actually glued onto foam and used as drink mats and drink coasters. I think it just looks stunning, just having maybe 4-inch square made up of those. It just looks
How could you put your drink on an abalone shell?
Oh wow, it does look beautiful.
Oh, I bet it does.
Picture frames,
I would not let anybody put their drinks down.
Wouldn't you?
Nobody would be putting their drinks down in my house if I had abalone shell coasters. No, they could look at them.
Okay.
Double, mind you, this is coming from a man who wants to get a Labradorite worktop. So, could you imagine? Oh, these are flying out the door. I should probably get you. A price in there. We started off with over 150. Three-figure quantity. I've now only got double figure, verging on, not far off, less than 50 at the moment. You need to be quick. Helen in the city of Glasgow. I'm going to be in Glasgow this weekend. Lovely to hear from you. Thank you for getting involved. You've gone for 2. Christine's in, Patricia and Diana, Paul and Elizabeth, multibit. Oh, come on. Why are these not $12.95? I thought $12.95. What price did you think? I thought $12.95. I would have been happy with that. Matt, what would you have been happy with? £20 Matt was more happy with. Quite rightly so. £8.95. I told one of my friends the other day that I had a strand of ruby nuggets on the TV, and they said, "No way." I said, "Yeah. How much do you think a strand of ruby nuggets were?" They were about that in length. And he went, I've no idea how much. He went, £2,000. I went, to be fair, they probably should have been, depending on where you were watching from. It's crazy, isn't it? We get a bit blasé here in JewelleryMaker. Yeah, I had a strand of rubies. Their face was like, oh my gosh, like, did you have security following you around all day? Like, no. Cut them up, actually. Started making jewellery with them. No, I didn't. Not on that occasion, but usually I would. $8.95. If you got the ruby nuggets, you might want to put these together. I think these look gorgeous with this new chain. This chain's brand new. I can't wait to bring it to you. questions about our chips and nuggets, which every single one of them will go with this shell strand. Let's have a looky here. OMG, just tuned in. Is that all one bundle? All of those chips and nuggets? Kim, it's not, is it? It's one bundle.
It is one bundle.
It wasn't. We've got other bundles. That's why I got. We've got about 5, 6 other huge. Look at all of these bundles. Look at this. Look at this. This is another bundle.
You'd have thought Mark Smith was on the show today, wouldn't you?
You would. As to what? Sorry, 25 strand, 15, and a 12 strand. So I just thought that was a mixed up. Yes, that is one bundle. I can't believe you, Kimbo. I thought we were banned from doing nugget bundles. This is one bundle. It's amazing. Stay tuned. It's limited. There are 17 in stock. All of them go with the abalone shell. Sorry, Power is only if it's from New Zealand. Amazing. Right, are you ready for the design inspiration part 1? Me too. Oh, these are gorgeous.
I love this colour pearl. I'll tell you, oh, that's perfect, isn't it?
It's lovely, Mark. Oh, they all look like totally different pieces, like they're from totally different sets. Oh.
I'm glad you like them.
Oh, I do. Oh, I can imagine Laura Binding loving these. She loves her greens and her turquoises.
She does, yes.
Oh. I can't choose a favourite, I'm struggling. I want them all. And you've got half drilled pearls.
No. I think there's some little extras.
Oh, they're coming up.
Yes.
I was going to say, where did they come from? They're coming up later. Whoo! Oh, I want to know what your favourites are. I'm struggling. I'm fancying them all. I think I might, and it's not very me actually. I think I'm going to go for this. Because regular viewers, you know me, I'm all about the pink, aren't I? Pinks and peaches. But this, whites, Ali Peach Defoy. Alright. This, I love. What type of weave is this?
We're going to be showing that.
Are we?
It's another of my inventions.
Did you make it up?
I think I might have done. I'm not sure. I lose track of what I do now.
Oh, that looks fab, doesn't it?
No, it's really nice. I'm really pleased with how
I
it turned
really
out.
love that. That's lovely. Almost makes me think the white, because you've used white on the outside, it's like waves sort of caressing over and then the pearls and the ocean and then the blue ocean.
So that's using 1 glaze in, 8 working. But it's a very simple way of doing it. It's really good.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. So I'm just going to tell you what you get in the kit, so then we can have a focus on how to make it. Mark, how did you manage to get 3 strands of pearls?
They're beautiful. I haven't seen this colour for such a long time as well.
Do you know, in the end colour actually, it's like there's multi-bids coming in on this. Blink and you'll miss this kit. This colour is slightly darker in your teal. Just maybe it's because it's larger. But I'm just going to separate these. Because I believe we've run out of white pearls at the moment in stock. If there are any, the quantities are exceptionally limited. For your white pearls alone, let's look at those and let's just move your tail to the side. You have got pure white. Are these natural? There's slight banding on them.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They really, really are. Great orient, great lustre, and they're totally natural. To be able to get totally natural pearls, the reason I ask is because it's so special. Very rare, very collectible. And to get that true natural beauty, sometimes, it depends what money you're wanting to spend and what you fancy, but for natural pearls, if you're looking for that, you may get the odd banding, but you're getting the totally natural colour, the totally natural pinks, the orient's all there, the lustre, everything that you're seeing is natural. Yeah, there's the odd banding within them. I think that's gorgeous because it's showing you that natural beauty. Every single one is individual. If you want them to be perfectly spherical with no banding, you can go for a shell pearl, or you could go for a pearl, but it's probably more than likely going to be treated or going to be much higher in your price point. These we're able to get exceptionally affordably, really well. With how quickly this is going, it will be selling out today, so just to bear that in mind for you. Just those in their own 6 to 7 millimeter, they are gorgeous. Then if I have a look at these for you as well, oh my goodness gracious me, what a beaut in colour. They look slightly richer in the greens, and it's purely because I think they're larger in size. You have a graduation in size, 4 by 5 mil to 6 by 7 millimeter for you in your size. Please excuse me today, I got my vaccinations for going on holiday yesterday, day before yesterday, and I was sneezing all yesterday, all today, and I'm pretty sure it's got something to do with that. So forgive me if I do go quiet at any point, that will be why. Be sneezing a wee bit. What's that all about? I've got for you, hello, oh my gosh, how long have we been waiting for white Eslon?
But this is special. This is thick Eslon.
Oh yes, but you can still separate it though, because we worked this out the other day. Because we've been struggling to get white Eslon for our pearls. So even though this is quite thick, as you've suggested, brilliant, and you can also break it down as well. So you've got the best of both worlds with these actually size-wise. They're in a 0.9 millimeter Eslon, and there's 32 meters in each. That's the black, the teal, and the white. They are fantastic. We are in love. The colours are perfect with your pearls. If I put those in there as well, you can see. And then you get your beading thread, your elastic, and your monofilament. You get all three of those. It's a sort of it's a goldeny beading thread, isn't it? What have we called it? What threading pack have we called it? The gold coloured threading pack, that's one. 0.3 millimeter for you in your beading thread, and you get 50 meters, 60 meters in your elastic at 0.8 millimeter, which will be that one. And then you get your monofilament on the end, which will be your 0.25. The thinner monofilament we've recently, within the past sort of year, got for you, and that's 80 meters for you. So all of this coming your way with all your findings as well. I didn't mention your gold chain. You didn't really use a gold chain, did you?
I didn't use it at all.
So you've still got all of this chain. If you make all of Mark's designs, you'll still have all of this chain left over. So if you haven't started your macrame yet and you think, well, I want to make some pieces of jewellery without doing the macrame as well and then do the macrame too, you can feel comfortable in your own sort of setting, and you've got your head pins in there, you've got flat head pins, you've got pair head pins, you've got flat cord endings as well, you've got toggle clasps, you've got, I mean, you can quite easily just use the head pins or use maybe some findings that you have at home, attach some of the pearls to your chain, put a toggle clasp at the end, and you made a piece of jewellery without having to learn a new discipline. Obviously, we can't wait to learn it. Many of you already know it, so that for you it's great. But if you're looking at this thinking, oh, I love it, but I've not tried macrame yet, so what if I can't do it, and what if I can't do it straight away, and I want to just make something straight away? You can still make something straight away, even if you've never tried macrame. So what Mark's going to be showing to you, I'm guessing it's going to be something for the beginners in there as well, not just advanced.
Yeah, they're all variations of the square knot, and we're also going to be doing lark's head as well, which are the two basic knots.
Perfect. Absolutely. So you're going to be able to pick this up, and you can get started. If you haven't got a macrame board, you can get one. It's $9.95 for the large one, and it's white for you as well. So it's double the size. In fact, it's what Mark's working on top of with the brown board. So it's underneath. It's this white one here. All of this together, plus all of the findings. It doesn't say how many findings there is. I wish it did.
I think, I might be wrong, but I think this is what we call our lucky dip findings pack, because the two findings packs I had in my kits were completely different, and this one is different again.
Yep.
So I think it's the number of pieces rather than, that's why I didn't have the chain, because I didn't have the chain in my pack. So I think it's going to be a different findings pack
for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Kim's just confirmed this is a lucky dip. You will be guaranteed these cord endings though, the ones that look like little teeth, like little alligator teeth snapping up the middle of the picture. That's those there. You will definitely get a pack of these. And if you just have a look up, there are 5 of them and 13 millimeter of your gold-plated fold-over clasp. So you definitely get these. You can see the 5 of in the middle. You get the S-Lon thread, you get the beading thread, the monofilament and the elastic. That's a gold threading pack. You get the 3 strands of pearls, and you get a fancy Lucky Dip findings pack, which will be probably guaranteed, what will be about 35 pieces guaranteed? So gram weight that's guaranteed 35 grams, maybe. Yeah. Maybe that's where I'm getting 35
masses. You get more than you would in a normal findings pack.
Yeah, because I was looking at that and I thought that was a very unusual mixture.
Yeah.
But you're going to get yourself your own mixture. Within it, you're probably going to get head pins or chain or finding. You're going to get something brilliant. And if you've ever got any of our findings pack, 40 grams.
Wow.
You're guaranteed to get. Oh, it's more than what we usually did. Usually 35. So, and you do get the wee organza bag as well. Usually the organza bag says handmade gemstone jewellery on it as well. So it's not got our name on it or our logo, it's got your own guarantee of handmade gemstone jewellery. So that's brilliant in there as well. So all of this, what price would you think for natural white pearls and your 2 strands of teal pearls? Just the pearls on their own to thread it and knot it. In fact, I was at the Rotary just the other evening and I met the loveliest lady, the treasurer's wife. She's lovely, I adore her. And she had a pearl necklace on, just like this, with a labradorite drop from it. Gosh. And it was just pearl necklace. They were knotted in between. And then I had a little clasp, which actually I've asked upstairs if we can get. It's a pendant clasp that you can just take off and attach and put onto different pieces. It's brilliant. So I've asked if we can source that. And just had a few mini pearls wrapped around the top of the labradorite and then the labradorite at the bottom, and it looked delicious. And I'm thinking with these, with the labradorites as well, maybe if you had those wrapped at the top of a labradorite and had it drop down from the pearl necklace. Lovely.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
So that, I mean, what sort of price would you expect for a pearl necklace? Knotted, what do you think?
Gosh, high street prices, do you mean, or?
What, jewellery quarter, high street?
Gosh, £80–90 minimum, I would have thought.
And are they culture pearls? Are they natural pearls put the price up again, don't they? Definitely a strand of natural pearls, white natural pearls for £30.
Wow.
Plus everything else. You get all the rest as well. So you can make a minimum of 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces of jewellery.
Wow, minimum. Yeah,
minimum.
Masses left over.
That's like £10 a pearl and the rest for free. We don't give things for free, technically, apparently. But if you think about it, if you were happy to pay £30 for 1 strand of natural white pearls, you've got all the rest to do what you wish.
Gosh.
And I know people who sell pearl earrings for £70–80 just for 1 natural pearl in a silver finding. Yeah, okay, you've got the price of the silver finding, but that's not going to be £90, is it? It's not going to be £80.
Gosh, I think I'm underselling mine then. £10 a pair I sell mine for.
No, it was in a hairdresser's.
Wow.
And they called it the bridal section. And I was thinking, 70, they had a labradorite necklace for £200 to £300. Just labradorite rounds with a sparkly bead in it. It wasn't even a genuine gem. I know, this is a Leamington Spa.
Wow, gosh.
Crazy. And if you think about it, at jewellers, you would expect the jewellery to be a bit higher in price because that's what they specialise in. But when I go to get my hair cut, I don't take £300 to buy myself a necklace at the same time. Do you know what I mean? If you go to a jeweller's, you set maybe that amount of money aside if you're going to get yourself a really special present. Yes. But you wouldn't think to go to the hairdressers and think, oh, I'll buy myself that as well. I'm just going to turn this around so you can see. With 20 in baskets, there is no time like the present. Join me as soon as you can on this one. You have, again, the macrame board. If you get the macrame board and you haven't already got it, it's another £10. That's £39.95. Get it through your door for less, well, £2.95 for post and packaging, which is pretty awesome. Really, really is. The other day I was looking at, as I mentioned, it was £12.95 for me to get post and packaging or delivery from America, but I was looking on something else, and every time you added something into your order, they put the price up an extra £2.95 because it was £2.95 for each individual piece that I ordered. One-off payment, that's it, job done. It's like when you go to the shops, you pay your fare to get there, your return fare, and that's you're paid. Or if you go to a theme park, you're paid to get in, and that's you for the whole day. You can do as much as you want. It's like that. You pay, you're into JewelleryMaker, you've got as much as you want to come home with you, and it gets delivered whenever. Within a few days. If you want it delivered faster, you can just let us know and we can do a wee express delivery. Oh yeah. £29.95. Have you ever had the express delivery?
I have it all the time.
Do you?
I can't.
Silly question. I don't know why I asked.
I'm too impatient.
Should we get going?
Yeah, okay.
Let's have a go.
Right.
Check them out when you can before they sell out, because I've got 29 left, but that's in counting because lots of you have it.
Okay, so I'm going to try and get 3 demos done in this little section.
Woo!
Okay, and for all of 3 demos, I've used the white pearls, basically because they're going to stand out on the camera, so we get a better look at what we're doing. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to do the little necklace at the back there.
This one here?
It's sort of a half daisy flower, if you like, and it makes a really nice scalloped edge. And I'm just thinking for something really simple for bridesmaids and mother of the bride, something like that. And it's just basic macrame, but just using the T-pins. I don't think we've got any T-pins in stock at the moment.
I think they sold out the other day when I had them.
Did they? Yeah, God, they're amazing.
We had them the other day, didn't we?
Fantastic. Okay, so and for this demo, I'm going to use the grid size of the board this time, not the back. Okay, so we're going to use the grid because we need to use the measurements for this. Okay, so for the lazy strand, I've used 2 pieces of the beading thread, okay, which more than happily go through the holes in all 3 sizes of the pearl. Ooh. So don't worry about that, okay? So we're going to make the bracelet. So for the bracelet, it's just the length of the board, which I do for all of my bracelets, the length of the board plus 6 inches at the top and bottom for attaching to your board.
So if you've got the big white one and you've just got that, it's 9.
Yeah, we'll just turn it reverse. That's right. Yeah.
It's to 9
with
an extra 6 on each side.
So if you've got the large board, just tip your board sideways and use. So it's pretty much the same length, top to bottom.
Okay, great.
On the large board. Okay.
Perfect.
So for the working, we're going to need 2 sets. Okay. So I'm going to use the teal for this. Now for all the demos, I only use a couple of feet of each because of it
go everywhere.
Whip you in the face, and we don't want that. So just using shorter pieces. But for the actual bracelet, you'll probably need about 2 lengths, probably about 4 foot. So 8 feet altogether, because there's lots of knots involved with this. Okay, so first of all we're going to attach our cords to the top. And for this we're just going to do a series of ordinary square knots. Okay, so I'll just get out of shot a second. Okay, once you do that, the first knot's always a bit tricky when you're using multiple threads, but once you've got the first set in place, we're ready to go. Okay, so we'll just do a couple of those to get
So for anyone who's never seen a knot, ever,
okay,
never ever seen a macrame knot, what do you do?
Okay, we'll do the square knot first of all. Okay, so the square knot comprises of a left and a right hand side. Okay, so I always start with the left, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so for the left side, we take our left cord. So we've threaded our cord underneath and we've attached it to our lazy at the top. Okay, so we'll do the left side first. So we're basically going to make a letter D, okay, with our cords. So then with the horizontal part of that cord, we're just going to pop in one of our slots on the side to keep it out of the way. So we've got our right hand cord here, which we're going to drop over the horizontal. Okay, so you notice at the bottom of the board that it's in this bottom right hand corner. Okay, that cord, we need to get it up to the top left hand corner, and the way we do that is we go underneath all 4 cords where they meet in the middle there. So we pop those underneath like so. Okay, and then we're going to take it up over the diagonal at the top there. So that's the left hand side. Okay, and then to do the right hand side you do exactly the same but in reverse. So we're going to do a letter B, drop the left hand cord over, we're going to go from bottom left to top right, underneath the cords where they cross in the centre, and pull. Okay, and that's the square knot.
Perfect.
Simple.
Thank you.
Very,
Thank you very much.
So we'll just do a few more of those. What we need to try and do, if we can, is to do a centimetre of square knot. Okay, so that's just.
And pearl wise, do you know off the top of your head how many pearls are on there, or will I give them a wee count?
Well, it depends on the length of the bracelet you need, or necklace. Because how many have I used on my necklace? I've used quite a lot on there, haven't I?
Oh yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I moved it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 20, 30, oh no, 28.
Yeah, 28 altogether. So for a bracelet, you probably want half of that amount. I mean, that little section in the front there would be
10.
More than ample for a bracelet.
Perfect.
So what I've got,
just in case you were wondering.
So my 3 square knots basically fills one of these little half-inch squares on the top there. So we're going to start making our petal shape. So we do it in 2 sides. We do the left and the right. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to pop up a pearl up to the top. That's going to be our centre of our flower.
Pop up a pearl.
So this is a square knot, and what we're going to do now, we're going to do the vertical lark's head. Okay. So we're going to turn our board on its side, like so. Get that pin out of the way. And as you can see, when we turn our board sideways, we have our two working chords. We have a lower and an upper. Okay, so a right and a left. We're going to use our right chord as our holding chord. Okay. Square knot, you have a lazy. In lark's head, you have a holding. Okay, so we're going to pop our right chord, which is going to be our holding, into the slot.
Into the groove.
Into the groove.
Get into the groove.
So we're going to tie our lark's head now. So we take our cord over and under, like so. Okay, and then under and over. Do you remember we briefly went over this on our last show? Do you remember? Okay, so that's the start of our flower. What we're going to do then is going to tip our board sideways. So we've done one so far, and we're going to take down our holding cord, and we're going to pop in a pin on the outside of that holding cord. Okay, and we're going to do exactly the same, but using that pin as a holder. So we're going to go over and under. Okay, and then under and over.
There are so many multi-bids on this one. It's superb. Very regular. Eleanor out in Luxembourg, who, as many of you will know, I've had the very lovely pleasure to actually meet when she came over in a workshop, has gone for 2 on this. Everybody's getting involved. It says 24 left on screen if you're watching on the television, but that's not going to be there for long, so try and check those out when you can. Thinking of those who have it in the baskets and more putting it in the baskets. Great to see you showing an interest. Just to let you know, it seems to be not just popular for one treat, but people might want to make quite a few sets and repeat the design, so try and get these before they go. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so that's our first part of our petal, which is the first little square. Okay, then we're going to take another pin and we're going to pop it down again on the outside of that holding. 2 squares this time. Okay, so we've got 1/2 inch, then 1 inch. So we're going to do exactly the same. So over and under, like so. Okay, and then under and over. So that's the 2 small squares. And for our third petal, we're going to go back to doing a single square. So again, pop our pin in, over and under. Okay, and then under and over. Like so. Okay, so what we do now, this is the fun piece. What we do then is we take out the pins, like so, and we hold on to that holding cord, and all we do is we just concertina up the 3 little petals, like so.
Oh.
Okay.
So the length that you leave on the board, whether it be the 1 square or the 2 square, determine how big the loop's going to be.
So if you wanted bigger loops, you just make your little sections in between slightly larger. That's quite a nice little size for the necklace.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And for the other side, you can, if you wanted to, replicate what you've just done here on that side, so you'd have a more petal flower. But for this side, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a series of lark's heads. So find your holding cord.
Now, if you don't have any pins, because we have sold out of them the other day on the show, you could quite easily use maybe tacks that you would pin on like one of the cork boards.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, stationary pins, matte pins, anything like that.
Yeah, so that they could work as well. So don't think, oh, I can't do it because I don't have those pins. You could use those in the interim, or you might be quite happy with those for the full time. So
absolutely. So that's the bottom of our flower. And to do the top, we're just going to do a series of lark's heads. So over and under. Under and over, and I think I did 5 sets of this knot. There's 1, gives it a completely different look using the white pearls, doesn't it? Makes it all stand out quite well. It's
lovely. It's very striking.
So that's 2.
But also with the greens. If you just tuned in, I'll show you what we're actually making. From everything that was being made, this is what one of the ones that Mark is actually showing, and this is the part, but instead of the teal pearls, we're using the whites to give you, well, to make it easier to see on the screen, but also to give you an option of making it with a different one of the pearls that you actually get as well. Now, I have more in baskets than I actually have of this kit, so just to mind you, these will sell out, so try and get them before they go.
Okay, so that's our 5 lark's head knots. So to make our flower, all we're going to do is we're going to pop down our cords. And we're going to revert back to a square knot using all 4 of our cords. So we do the left-hand side first. Then what we do, as you concertina the square knot, you get that nice flower shape. Actually looks like an eye as well. And then we'll do the right-hand side.
The eyelashes.
Yeah, I thought that. If you turn the necklace over onto the back, you can definitely see eyes. So you can wear it in 2 different ways, actually. They like little eyes, don't they?
Yeah, they definitely do.
So that is your pattern. So basically, and then you just repeat that until you get to the length of your bracelet or the length of your necklace. So you can have the petals all on one side, you can have petals on both sides to get more of a flower, or you can alternate between the 2 to get a sort of a really nice zigzag pattern.
Oh.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I definitely do. I was
fun, isn't
fascinated by it, staring at it there. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So you said you wanted to do 3 techniques in this one.
I'll set up the next one, shall I?
So the next one is going to be...
The next one is going to
Is it the bracelet here?
It is.
So I'll show everybody here. We're going to do some half drill pearls just while Mark sets that up.
Okay.
But we're going to be working on this one. Love it. Very, very limited stock on this particular kit, and as well as these. These are your half drill button pearls. They are beautiful in colour. Oh, hello. You have the most dreamy peach, apricot-y peach tone. They're delicious. They're half drilled for you. So you've got on one side your drill hole. And then the other side. 5 pairs or 10 7mm drilled button pearls. So button means they're sort of half in the shape, and then you've got the drill holes in there as well. Now, if you got head pins within your kit or eye pins, you could work these in. Mark, do you think you could work these in? I mean, I guess
think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, it just depends on the thickness of the wire that you put through the hole in your ear, doesn't it? I suppose.
So you've got yourself. I always count them. I don't know why we've done them as pairs, because you're not getting earring findings with them. So for me, that's 10. If you want to pair them up for earrings, okay, you're only looking at 5 pairs, which is quite a lot when it comes to pearls, to be fair. But or 10 individual button pearls. So that could be 10 individual pieces. You could just have 1 pearl as the sort of focal point, feature point, or you could use them in pairs of earrings. Totally up to you. They've got the drill hole in the back. They're 7mm in size. They are half drilled, which means the drill hole doesn't go right through, obviously. It just goes through half the way. $6.95 for 10 pearls. Now,
Gosh.
that's not even 70 pennies each, or £1.39 a pair of pearl earrings, of genuine culture pearls, which are virtually flawless, and the reason they are is because they've been cherry picked. That's why you're only getting 10. If there was banding in them or pitting in them, or there wasn't a great orient, or the luster wasn't as exceptional as it is, then of course you would get more. But we've cherry picked each and every single one of them to give you the best quality pearls. So you're getting exceptional quality, you're getting them half drilled, you're getting an option to use them a different way. If you do your soutache, you might want to work them into that. But at £6.95, I don't think there's any way, even if you don't know what you're going to do with them, you've got 30 days to find something, haven't you, before you have to make your mind up. If you haven't seen a design that you like, I want to show everybody. I took a picture of a headpiece yesterday somebody had made for the beach, and it had like sort of pearl bits in it sticking out. It was over £69, £70 for this headpiece on the website. I took a picture of it, I couldn't believe it. I'm going to put it on my Facebook page. I probably can't show you on the telly because it'll have some sort of advertising law against it, I'm sure. But I'll put it on my Facebook page so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was about £70. I'll show Mark in the break for just a headpiece. You can make it, I can make it, Matt, no disrespect, I don't think you made much jewellery, have you, Matt? Matt can make it. Matt could make it. Matt is a, well, gosh, don't even know how to give you your title. Sound engineer extraordinaire, also, as well as set up engineer, as well as cameras, as well as directing. He's taken over the world, Matt is now. At £6.95, he's far too qualified to be working anywhere near me. At £6.95, 10 pearls. 70 pennies a pearl.
We've had this discussion about half drill pearls before, the fact that before we used to get them here, and you find them on websites, and they were twice the price of full drill pearls, I tend to find.
Well, because you're getting better quality, aren't you? No, well, I say that, it depends what price you're getting your normal pearls for, but the pearls we managed to get for you, no disrespect for them, at £6.95 or £9.95, you can see the quality in these. You can see that they're flawless. You can see that they've not got any banding or pitting on them. You can see that they've been cherry-picked as your finest pearls. So to get that many at £6.95, I think is a treat and a half. I would be lucky to get 3 at that price anywhere else.
Gosh.
And would they even be genuine? You've got an authenticity certificate, make sure you print it out. If you don't have access to a printer when you do it, it's alright, you could do it at a later date. Just log in, maybe at the library or somewhere else that has a printer. You can do it for free, it's not a problem. £6.95, well, library, I think they charge to print off, don't they? Pennies? I don't know.
Yes.
7.10p, I don't know. But at £6.95, get them, because they're fabulous, and they're going to go quite quickly. They are more of a sort of peachy apricot, I would say, than just a peach. They've got a bit of a hint of an apricot tone in them. Sorry, I'm moving on. Right, back to the demonstration. Ali demo! Okay.
Okay,
Get excited if it happens.
so we're going to hit this bracelet that you liked.
Hit it!
We're going to hit it, yeah. Okay, so.
Yo, let's do it.
Now, because we're using the fold-over clasps on the end, okay, I'm using a holding cord, not a lazy cord. Okay, so I've attached my holding cord. If I turn the board that way, you'll see that I've attached it widthways, not lengthways this time. Okay.
Right.
So again, 2 thicknesses, which is quite a nice thickness to have. Now for our working cords, you're going to need, again, 4 foot of the white, 4 foot of the turquoise, another 4 foot of turquoise, and another 4 foot of wire. So this is where you get your... Now 4 foot sounds a lot, but we're going to fold it in half. Okay, and we're going to attach it, again, using a lark's head knot. But instead of doing over and under and over, we're just going to do a conventional easy lark's head. So you fold your cord in half, you put the loop underneath your holding cord, and you feed both of the ends through and pull. So that's a really simple way. Sorry, I told you, it's dangerous working with me.
Do you know what? It was more of the flick of the hand. No, I was getting the head pins out because we're doing some of those in a moment. I just was like, oh!
Sorry.
No,
and then we do the same with the white. So fold the cord in half, loop underneath from top to bottom, and then we take both ends and we pull through. So this lark's head we've just made in 1 movement. The previous demo we did in 2 because we were doing it horizontally. Okay? So fold it back down, and what I've done exactly the same with a piece of beading thread. So fold the beading thread in half, lark's head at the top. You can do lark's head with beading thread quite easily, and then I've threaded on the pearls. Now this doesn't have to be long because that's just going to be a lazy cord. Okay? So the first thing we do this in sets of 4. So the first knot, we're going to take number 2 and number 3 as our lazies, and we're going to tie a square knot with 3 and 4. Okay, just 1 square knot, and this will keep the knots together at the top of your board. So
if you've just tuned in, 1 square knot means 1 to the left and 1 to the right.
That's it.
So technically it's 2 knots, but it makes 1 square knot.
Yes, that's right, yeah. So we do the same with the other side. So we're going to take, so we're going to discount that lazy cord down the middle. So we're going to take...
just work with the S-lons, I guess.
Yeah. So we're going to use, this time we're going to use 6 and 7 as our lazies, and 5 and 8 as our working. And we're going to tie that into a knot. Okay, so we've used the left hand 4, we've used the right hand 4. What do you think we're going to do next?
Middle.
Yeah, middle 4. Okay. So we're going to take, make sure that's nice and tight at the top. I can lose all those pearls. And you'll see that the middle 4 are going to be the same colour. Okay, so we just separate those up. So 3 and 6 are now going to be your working, and 4 and 5 are going to be your lazies. And we're going to, this time we're going to tie a knot underneath the lazy cord as well. And this just brings all of the knots together.
Can I do the second half of this one?
Really?
Yeah. Have I done it right?
Yep. Okay.
That made me so happy.
So we do exactly the same now, and then we'll start incorporating beads. Okay,
Thank
so we're going to
you.
use, all right, so we're going to use the left 4. Okay, just do this. Little things, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Okay.
I love
So-
macrame.
So we do the left side. This is where you start getting the colours all mixed up, but with a symmetrical look, if that makes sense. Okay, then we do the same with the right hand side. Do you want to do the middle to cage the bead in?
Oh, I don't know about that.
No?
I'll definitely do it if I'm allowed.
Yeah?
You talk me through it.
Okay.
I feel like I'm back in class.
So to attach a bead, so we've done our first little knot at the top just to attach all of our cords. Okay. We pop up a bead. Okay, and we've done the left hand 4. We've done the right hand 4. We're going to do the middle 4. So we know that the colour is all going to be the same. So we're going to pop down the lazy cords either side of the beads at the bottom. So just make sure that if I push my board up a little bit, you can see that they slide underneath the pearls into the slot. And then we're going to do a left side and a right side with the turquoise cords. And pull nice and tight to cage the bead underneath. That's it, now the right hand side. What I love about Esthon, it grips the knots really well. So if your first knot comes undone, when you come to do the second, if you do it slowly enough, the first part of the knot will actually tie itself to it. If you put it nice and slowly but tight, that's it. Perfect, look at that. Ace. So all you do then is you go back to doing the left 4, the right 4, bead up, middle 4. Left 4, right 4, bead up, middle 4. And that's it, you just keep going until you get to the length of your necklace. And as you'll notice with the top here, if I take the 2 pins out, okay, this little section here fits perfectly into your fold over clasp. Okay, and then when you get to the bottom, okay, all of your threads at the bottom will again sit into your fold over clasp. If you look on the overhead, you'll be able to see sat nicely in. There we go. See, it's perfect size. And all of your 4 cords at the bottom, if you just splay them out, wrap a little bit of sticky tape around the cords, cut, and then place your fold over clasp over the top and close it. You'll get that nice, really nice little neat finish.
And you don't
on
need
your
to
fold
glue it
over
at
clasp.
all?
No, I haven't used glue in mine. No, absolutely not.
Brilliant.
Just gives a really nice professional end finish, doesn't it?
Oh, love it.
Perfect.
There's 2 out of 6 so far, Mark. You're on
Have
it.
I got time to do the third?
Yeah.
How long have I got, roughly-ish?
Don't know. I'll show you the head pins and they'll. How many? 20 minutes.
Really? Really? I'll come down an octave. Sorry. Oh, ace. That's good. Fantastic. Sorry, that was really awful.
We've got 2 treats in there as well. I don't know what, to be honest. I didn't even notice it wasn't until you decided
Till I
to
did
do
it.
it.
No, sorry.
Now, these are brand new to me. They've been seen in a mid-show before. Oh, they've never been in the mid-show before, sorry. They've been in the morning and the late show. But the mid-show, I haven't had the luxury of having them yet. I personally have never seen them in solid sterling silver. I've seen them in a variety of your copper, different colours, but never one of each in your silver. Now, what you're actually getting is 2 of each. So 20 pieces in total. There are 10 designs. You've got the marquise head pin, the triangular, the heart, the round, the square, the pear, the flower cap, as well as the arrow and the cap head as well. So these are the 10 that you get. You get 2 of each. They are solid sterling silver, which means 92.5% pure. And you have, as I say, 20 coming your way. If you think about them malleable-wise, they're very malleable, maybe more so than your copper. They are, of course, the most lustrous precious metal as well, even more so than platinum or silver. Platinum or gold, sorry, as silver. They are great if you're, well, allergic to random metals or non-precious metals, because I am, so I wear sterling silver, no problem at all. They are, purity-wise, 92.5% pure, so they're pretty pure. The rest of that purity is made up with copper. And you have a great end. Each one is either a 3mm, a 4x3, or a 4mm in size. So they're all very sizable ends.
Yeah,
they're not sort of shine or tiring. You're getting 40mm in the length of every single one of them. And as I say, that's the selection of 10 that you get in design, but you get 2 of each. So would you make stud earrings? Would you make decorative pieces on a bracelet? What are you thinking, Mark? What would you like to do with them?
Earrings, wouldn't they?
Earrings?
Or cufflink mounts. So have your bead on the outside of your cuff with that really ornate little bead cap on the end. I think would be lovely.
Oh, and something for the ladies and the gents there with the squares, the triangles, the arrows.
We had something very similar to this on the Late Show last night, but in plated copper. So it's really nice to see, because we were all raving about them and they were very popular, so it's really nice to see them in sterling.
It's
really
lovely, isn't
nice,
it? And the fact that you're going to get 20. So with our sterling silver findings, they always tend to sell out pretty quickly. They're ready to, someone's gone for 3 packs of these, 2 packs of these. Everyone so far that's got them pretty much has had a multi-bid apart from 2 people. Everybody else is multi-bid. Lots and lots of me in the web. Now, what would you expect for a sterling silver finding? 50p, 25p each? What would you think? Out with JewelleryMaker. If we're not looking at JewelleryMaker prices, what would you expect for a solid sterling silver head pin?
I think £1 a pair, £1.50 a pair, something like that, I would have thought.
£1.50?
Yeah.
So if we could do them for £1 a pair.
Bargain.
Bargain? I might even be able to do them a couple of pennies less than £1 a pair. 49p a pair? £8.95 for 20. That's redonkulous. No wonder everybody's multi-bidding. Especially the fact we've never had them on the mid-show. They've only ever been on the morning show or a late show. So it's our first chance. I can't believe that. When I was in the late show, we weren't allowed anything that wasn't on the mid-show. What's that all about? I think I need to bake some more cakes. Came into work today, they'd all had their cake bake-off upstairs, and they said, "Oh, Ali, what have you brought?" I was like, "You never told me. I didn't know there was a cake bake." So I'm going to have to bake something, but what I was intending on baking, red velvet cake, they said, "Oh, that needs its own day," because I don't think you'd eat any other cake after eating that, apparently, on the day. So to have redeemed myself, I'll have to make a red velvet cake one day. Audrey's in there, Angela's in there, Yvonne's in there. It's a lovely, lovely day to see you all. Thank you for joining us. It's a wonderful Wednesday. It's the first of the month.
It is. April already.
Can't believe we're in April.
We mentioned the Christmas word 3 times last night.
You mean the Christmas word? You mean you mentioned Christmas?
Yeah, 3 times. Liam was getting crosser and crosser and crosser as
I can imagine producer Liam would. With 40 left, should we get back to the demonstration?
Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the bracelet at the end.
The flowers.
Little flowers.
Oh, this makes me think of crocheting almost.
It does look like crochet, actually. You're right.
This one
All right.
here.
You can
They're
move these
very pretty.
pins out of the way.
Aww.
So do you remember?
Pretty.
Do you remember on the show last week we did the grey flowers? Do you remember?
Yep.
The silver grey. Well, this is an extended version where we're doing 2. So it's like a sort of a take on Saturn rings that we did with beading thread, but using this, and it's a really nice little technique. Again, we start off using a couple of square knots. We revert to lark's head, over and under and over, to make all the little circles. So we'll just show you how we get that started off. Okay,
awesome.
So again on my board I've got 2 pieces of beading thread as the lazy with a selection of white pearls again. For this you need 2 pieces of your white Eslon, not necessarily, you can go for black and white, you can go for black and turquoise, entirely up to you, but these 2 are really nice colours together.
They are lovely together.
And again you'll need 2 4-foot lengths folded in half. Okay, so that's your white, and all I've done is I've attached it at the top of the board with a square knot. I've done exactly the same underneath with the turquoise, so 2 square knots. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of herringbone right at the beginning. So all we're going to do for the herringbone is we're going to take the top set of cords, in this case the white ones, we're going to drape them over the turquoise, and we're going to tie a square knot. I'm a massive fan of the herringbone. And with this macrame board, make use of those slots to hold your cords out of the way while you're, because at the beginning of any macrame piece, when the cords are long, they do get a bit wayward and they do get a bit tangled up, so use the slots. Okay, and then we'll pop these in and we'll do the same with the turquoise. So bring that across, we'll bring this right hand side across, and we'll tie a square knot. Like so. Okay, and now we'll make the first flower. So it depends if you want the white on the inside or the turquoise in the inside, where you would finish the two colours. If you wanted white on the inside against the pearl, you would do another herringbone to bring the white as the lower chord. Okay, so we're going to turn our board onto its side again, and we're going to do this the lark's heads. So we'll do the turquoise first, and I've worked it out that for the inner flower, it's 4 lark's head knots. Okay, so we'll just get the white out of the way. So again, we've got our 2 chords, top and bottom, left and right. So the bottom one is always your holding knot. Okay, so we'll use the slot to get that out of the way. So we go over and under, pull, that's 1, under and over, that's 2, that's your first knot, over and under and over, that's 2, over and under and over, over and under and over. Okay, so that's one side of the flower. Make sure that's nice and tight. Okay, then we're going to flip the board over and we're going to do the other side of the turquoise. Again, the lower is going to be your holding chord, so pop it in one of the slots. So we're going to go over and under. There's lots of repetition in this. So once you've learnt that first little knot, you can just go for it. Under and over. That's 1 knot. Over and under. Under and over. That's 2. Over and under. Under and over. And the last one on this side. Okay, so that's 4 knots on either side. Okay, we're going to pop it back up. We're going to take up the pearl. Did you want to cage it?
Oh yeah. Do I do a square knot on each side?
Square knot, yeah, so a left and a right hand side.
Oh, I can do
both chords.
Right. I'm on it, Mark.
Okay, and you need to make sure that when you pull the knots round that they sit flat. We don't want them, so just manipulate it with your fingers and tie your square knot. I think that's pretty much there actually.
Yeah, you just did that for me, thank you. Ooh. I need to do it right. Sorry, was my head in the way? Forgive me. I don't know how I guess designers do it.
So bring up the first knot nice and slowly, directly underneath the pearl, so that's it. Now do the right hand side. And don't worry about it coming undone, because it'll tighten again for the second.
It's quite nice to work with the Eslon thread, isn't it?
This thicker Eslon is one of my favourites. I just love it. It's beautiful.
Do you put your finger there?
No, you don't need to. If you do the knot slowly enough, the top knot will tighten with the lower knot.
You do it right?
Perfect. Look at that. So that's your first flower around your bead. Okay.
Well, that feels fun. I enjoyed that.
So all we're going to do now is we're going to do the outer flower. So we're going to do exactly the same, but with the white chords. Okay. And I think I've got my notes here. So it's 4 for the inner flower and 8 for the outer.
Oh, so double.
Yeah. So I'll whiz through those, shall I?
So if you were choosing if say for example you don't have the pearls at home and you've got a bigger size bead or a smaller size bead, depending on what it would be, you would just determine on the knots. You could maybe make more knots, but as long as you double the outer thread,
that's right.
quantity of knots, then that would fit, right?
What I've discovered is if you use a 1mm cord, depending on the size of the bead. So for example, this is a little rule. If you use a 10mm bead, you'll need 8 half knots.
Right.
So that's 4, okay? If you're using a 20mm bead, you'd use 9 square knots, that'd be 18. So whatever the diameter of the bead, you drop 2mm down, and that's the number of knots you do.
Right.
So this is a 6mm bead here. So we've done 4 So we've dropped it by 2. So for that reason, that has now become a 10 mil. So we're going to do 8.
For sure.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So with whatever the diameter of the bead is, you drop 2, and that's the number of knots. Now bear in mind that a lark's head is a 2, a left and a right, and a square knot is a left and a right.
Yeah.
So that would be how you would work it out. Yeah. But that works if you're using a 1 mil thread. If you're using anything thicker or thinner, it'll just be trial and error of getting the right amount.
But it's a good gauge to get started.
And it works.
Isn't
It really does work. Yeah. So I'll do this second part of the flower.
Just to let you know, head pin wise, there's about 17 in baskets, and I've got about 20 left. So just to bear that in mind, and especially if you're thinking of multi-bidding or not multi-bidding, somebody in front of you may multi-bid. So that quantity may change very dramatically. If somebody just joins in, or 2 people join in and do some multi-bids, there could be only sort of 15 left or 10 left. So just bear that in mind if you're thinking about it. Great to see you showing interest in Devon. Oh, do you know what I fancy? Some Devonshire custard this evening. Love that. East Riding, Yorkshire with Lothian. Oh, I'm going to have a Yorkshire pudding on Sunday, I've decided. That should be fun.
I've got a bizarre way of eating. I can't have food with something poured onto it.
Oh,
So I
you
don't
can't have
do
a Yorkshire
gravy
pudding
or
and
custard
gravy.
or anything. I can't do things.
How do you live, Mark?
I can't do sauces and gravies and.
My
no,
friend's
it's
like
weird.
that.
It's weird.
He can't. I don't know why he can't. Okay, why don't you just don't like it?
I just don't like pouring, and I can't eat with my fingers either. So, I mean, I can just about manage a sandwich, but if I have a burger or something,
I like to
I
cut
have
up
to with a
burgers,
knife
to
and
be
fork. Yeah.
My friend, he's an actor actually. He's in Hollyoaks. I hope he doesn't mind me telling you this, but he's like that. He doesn't have any sauces. He with a sandwich, he doesn't have butter in it. He literally has bread and ham, and that's it. And he doesn't like mixing things. And if he has like a roast dinner, he'll have the potatoes on one side of the plate
me.
and that.
And I'll eat
then
it
eats
in
them
an
all
order.
separately.
I do as well. Yeah.
You and Joe get on very well.
Yeah. So you leave the best till last, which is inevitably cold, and you're full up and you don't enjoy it. So it's bizarre. No, it's funny, isn't it? So I've done the top side. So that's 8. So I'll do the bottom half now.
I'll quickly jump in with some jump rings.
Yes.
Did you like that? Jumping in with some jump rings. Oh, I'm so easily amused. Just going to pop them on. Oh, these are gorgeous size. Oh, I want to make a lotus. Oh no, not a lotus. What's it called? That flower. Oh no! Matt, you can't laugh. I just threaded them about half, if not all of them, onto jump ring, and they all fell off from the table. And
Which flower
Matt
do you mean?
laughed.
Which flower do you mean?
The Mobius. Is it that one? The Mobius flower that you make with the jump rings? You know the one I mean.
No, I don't. Is it a chainmail term?
I don't know. I've never, well, I'm rubbish with flowers as it is, apart from the ones you've told me, Mark. I'm not very good. So I try and make it for you so you can see.
Oh, I know the one you mean.
The one where
yes.
you just link them all and
Yes,
join
very
them
clever.
all. But with gold, you could easily make that. 20 of these. You only need 4 or 8. So they're sterling silver with rose gold. In fact, Fleur's coming on the Late Show tonight, actually, if my memory serves me correctly. Love a good jump ring. Now these, of course, sterling silver and rose gold, perfect for finishing off your designs. You can't really go, especially when you've got pearls. These are really good sized pearls that we've had with your design inspiration, Mark, and together.
Oh gosh, it's beautiful.
Wonder how they look with the teal colour. I imagine they look quite scrumptious.
Oh, look at that. It completely changes the look, doesn't it?
They're lovely together, aren't they, with
I
rose
love
gold?
that. I love that combination, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So with these, 20 of them, their jump rings have opened already, so they've been flush cut for you, perfectly opened, 9mm in size, and you get all of them, 20 of them, for how much do you reckon? I've just seen Steve walk past, and I don't mean our boss Steve, no, I mean our JewelleryMaker favourite Steve. Do you know Steve in his fluorescent jacket?
Oh yes, oh yes.
When Steve arrives,
Yes.
it means something new has arrived.
Yep.
Steve has driven over from our warehouse and brought something to us. And it's something brand new. And it's a sneaky treat that Cora's bringing to us. Oh, and it looks sparkly as well. Just arrived. I'll fill you in with that in a moment. We're going to drop... Oh, where are we going? $8.95.
Gosh.
But no. No.
But yes.
No, that's not your price.
Okay.
Because we're going down. $8.95 is going down to Alphabet Street. We're not going to Alphabet Street, although I did listen to the soundtrack of Sesame Street the other day. I did. Loved it. £6.95. I think I love this a little bit more though.
Gosh.
How to get to Sesame Street. £6.95. Do you remember Von Count?
Oh, yes.
Don't think Von Count would be able to do the maths for this. £6.95, £8.95. Why have we reduced the price? Well, we're honouring the original price actually. Someone reduced the price to launch them, so we thought we would honour that for you today. But quantities are very, very limited, as I'm sure you can imagine, on rose gold and sterling silver. So the base is sterling silver, rose gold is the plating, and it's a plating, so it's thicker than a flashing. Flasher. So if you think about sorry, if you think about flashing, it's going to be quick, isn't it? It's going to be a rough covering of the surface. I guess it's just like if you get a spray, you spray it, and that's got a rough covering, but it's not going to guarantee covering everything. When you get a plating, it's got to have a certain microns of thickness of that actual plating to be classed as plated. So you've got a stronger, I guess, if you could think of, and a thicker amount of gold, and you've got yourself it's an industry standard to be called plating as opposed to flashing. So price-wise, it usually goes up when you plate something as opposed to flashing, because you're getting more of a purity of the gold, you're getting more of the gold, or whatever the metal it may be. So £6.95, you shouldn't really ever reduce the price on something that's plated, but if you are going to do it, you might as well enjoy it. So with the multi-bids that are coming through, great to see in County Antrim and Lanarkshire and Ayrshire and Leicestershire as well, so many of you coming through. Edwina, Pauline and Pamela. I was trying to say both your names at the same time. Here's a new one. Pameline. Is not in, but Pamela and Pauline are. So join me when you can. Check this out as soon as possible. I'm going to let Mark continue with this third out of 6 demonstrations.
Okay, so we had 4 lark's head each side on the turquoise. We've got 8 on the white. Did you want to cage this one in?
Can I?
Yep. Did you want to do that? You have to be
as long as it won't take up much time.
No, you have to be a bit careful with it, because we need to manipulate this around and then square knot it in, and keeping these knots nice and flat.
Oh man.
Again, using both of the, see how it's formed the flower, that's it. And just tie a square knot.
Oh man. How to get
that's all the time keeping those knots flat.
Okay.
You want that knot to sit directly underneath, but keeping it a nice round shape, because you want it to be a circle. So when you pull that, it's quite an oval shape, so just push the knot up to make a more circular shape. There we go. You want it to sit nice and flush. That's it, and then do the right hand side.
If you're enjoying this, you need to come to one of Mark's courses. When's your next course, Mark?
17th and 18th. Both macrame with wire workshops.
Ooh.
We've added an extra emergency date.
An emergency date?
Yes.
Why? What happened to the other ones?
Well, it started in December. There we go. And every workshop until June is now full.
Yay!
So we've
not
added
yay if you're not booked on.
So we've added an extra date.
Yay!
On April 17th. So that's the white. So you can see the flower cup. So what you do then is you take the 2 turquoise, you drop them over the white. Let's pop the white in here. You drop the turquoise over. Like so. You tie 1 square knot underneath, and then that gets you back on track to then do your next inner flower with the turquoise. So just pull that nice and tight underneath, and then you do your 4 lark's head, take up your pearl, or what you could do is just take your white at this stage, take your white over and tie a square knot, and then you'd have alternating, so you'd have turquoise and white, white, turquoise, turquoise and white, white, turquoise. So you can do all sorts of things. Then at the end, all I've done, if I can have the bracelet at the end there, all I've done is I've just used a conventional clasp on the back. So I've used the beading thread, popped on a crimp with the clasp on the back, a couple of crimp covers from my stash just to finish it off nice and neatly. And you can wear it 2 ways. You could flip it over and you get quite a nice little look. You get more of the flat daisy on the back, wearing it that way, or you flip it round and you get a more of a softer look from the front of the bracelet. So you get 2 different looks just from flipping it in and out. So it's quite a nice little touch.
Mark, it's superb.
And
it does make me think of crocheting.
It does look like crochet, but I think it's just using the thicker S-long. I think it's just lovely. And I like the way they all sit. Remember we have gemstones like that, don't we? The way they drill hold. They sit. I think chalcedony, we have a strand like that. But it's a really nice little technique. And if you wanted to, you could do another. So you can have 3. You can incorporate beads. You could do all sorts of things with this technique. It's a really neat little technique.
It's fantastic.
And I'm just thinking for bridal,
very, very much.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Definitely. Oh, I hope that's got your creative juices flowing. We're going to have a really, really short break. On the other side, we're going to be bringing you a toggle clasp, but most importantly, your 25 strand nugget bundle. But before we go to it, can I really quickly show you my Mobius flare that I've made with your rose gold findings? Oh, you can't see. Oh, that looks terrible. Hold on. I'll show it to you from above. How do I do it? There? It's got a solid sterling silver. Takes seconds, and you've just got yourself. You can charge whatever you want for your rose gold jump rings at $6.95. You'd charge more than that, wouldn't you? Join us on the phone lines as soon as you can. If I can do that, you can do it. It's easy peasy. You just open them and close them. It's easy. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
If you miss a JewelleryMaker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of JewelleryMaker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with JewelleryMaker.
When shopping with JewelleryMaker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay 1 postage and packaging charge. We have 2 delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Here at the Genuine Gemstone Company, we are happy to announce that our studio store is now open. If you attend any of our courses, you can now browse through special items, get exclusive discounts and deals that you can't get at any other time. Become an exclusive customer at the studio store. For more information on available courses and dates, please contact our call centre. The new studio store. The experience just got better.
Welcome to JewelleryMaker. I've got your new bundle, 25 strands. Can you believe this? Oh, how long have we waited for one of these? Forever and a day? I'll quickly run through everything you've got. Now, it's because Coral's beautifully put them colour coordination. It won't be probably in the order that I'm going to read them. So I'll read them all to make sure I've got everything for you. and then I'll go through them individually. So you've got black tourmaline, chrysoprase, which is different from chrysoprase. I'll explain. You've got amazonite, you've got sodalite, black onyx, get black onyx. You gotta get black onyx. Peridot, ooh na na, peridot. Sorry, I don't have a song for all of them. White agate, multicolored moonstone, prehnite, red quartz nuggets, black tourmaline again. You've got sunstone in there, multicolored oh, is this all been doubled up? Some of them have, right, that's fine. I just thought I was making sure you're definitely going to get to. Multicolored agate, brown agate, iolites, multicolored quartz, crazy lace agate, red jasper, iolite, oh yes, rainbow moonstone, and unakite. Boom! Love, 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 love. So, you have a look here. Ooh! Oh, look at that. Yeah, peridot. When do you get peridot in a nugget bundle? When do you get black tourmaline in 2 strands? Oh, sunstone in there. Crazy lace agate is coming up for you as well. Botswana agate, it looks like jasper. I didn't read out jasper, did I? It looks like jasper. It's your brown agate, forgive me. Love this. Love, 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 love. Look at the strawberry tones in here. This is very reminiscent to a gem that used to be called strawberry quartz, but then some people started calling it strawberry glass. So you can't call it that now because it's not true. So we call it red quartz, but it's that, if you've ever heard of or seen the strawberry sort of quartz, that's what you're looking for. But because there's now a fake version out there, which is glass, we don't tend to call it that. So we make sure that you know exactly what it is. We're going to get you an outstanding price point. Sunstone coming your way. You've got the feldspar family. You've got August Bristol with your peridot. You've got unakite in there, red jasper in there, sort of look of poppy jasper, of course, as well, which works great with the unakite, actually. Whoa! Now, this was meant to be £78, which, or £75, which is not even £10 a strand. We've got 25 strands coming for you, £55 for all of them. They're all 85 centimetres or 84 centimetres. 84 centimetres, I believe, is the shortest length. 86 centimetres, I believe, is your longest. They graduate. The majority of them are natural as well. You've got multicolored moonstone as well as the white moonstone, as well as the agates, as well as the strawberry quartz, as well as the sunstone. Red quartz, forgive me. Multicolored quartz, as you see, which is ever so colourful, which can be split up and work with. All of them, they all go with the abalone shell, which we had earlier. I have to point out, actually, this green section that you're getting amazonite in here, you're getting peridot in here, you're getting chrysoprase in here as well. If I just show you this one, you have and prehnite as well. This is chrysoprase. Do you know the difference between chrysoprase and chrysoprase? So one has an H, aside from one having an H and one not having an H. So the difference, chrysoprase, when it's got a pH in it, means that, I'm not talking about pH as in a balance, I'm talking about when the spelling, chryso and then P-H-R-A-S-E. Chrysoprase is when you've got a lot of the brown in there, so you know how sometimes we call it sort of a chocolate mint chocolates, and you see a lot of brown and a lot of the green. That's chrysoprase. When it's chrysoprase, it's just the greens you're looking for. It's the pure green without the sort of chocolates really there at all. There might be the odd hint of a sort of chocolatey brown, but its purity in the greens is a lot stronger. Can you see the difference there? So if you ever see that, that's what you want to bear in mind. If you've ever looked at it and thought, oh, that's spelt wrong if we do it one day, or it's a different spelling from the one I saw the other day, that's the reasoning for it. Because remember, I was confused one day. We had 17, and I now have a really limited quantity, single figures left. You're looking at about £2.50 a strand, approximately.
I've just done a quick written down figure here, because my top seller year on year has been memory wire bangles. Okay, 3 to 4 coils, including shell pearl or another stone, just to make it go further. And out of that bundle you've got on your desk there, I could get £750.
£750?
£15 a pot, 2 bracelets out of each strand, including another bead as an accent bead.
So if you got sort of abalone, or the shell pearl coming up, or this is why I'm a massive fan of shell pearl, because shell pearl on a memory wire bangle, because they're quite light, you can get a lot of them on. It ekes out your strand, so you can get 2 strands. Wow, that's real. £55 for the lot. That's why nugget bundles fly out the door. But got to check it out your baskets to make sure you get it. Well done indeed. From which hour, sweetheart? 1 o'clock. Where's my 1 o'clock? There it is. Satin cords. Oh, how many do you want? Oh, these are, right. So, we're going to start off the, sunshine. Yellows for you, yellows and your oranges. You get 1 millimetre in cord gauge and 10 metres of each. So, oranges and lemons and the bells of St. Clements. So, you've got bright orange, bright yellow, and then I put in the green. Hello. Love that. And then I'll pop in the blue. Come on you. Oh, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Blatantly not. So there's the blue. Gonna bring in the pink. Oh, purple. And navy blue. Yay! I'm not gonna breathe. So you get them all. 2, 4, 6, 7, is that? 70 metres, yes, 10 of each. What colours would you like to see together? Mark, what would be your favourite combination? I'm quite liking the navy blue and the light blue.
Yep,
I'll show you them all.
The turquoise and the pink.
Turquoise and the pinks.
Yep.
Ooh.
Purple and orange. They pretty much work all together, don't they? They're really good,
Quite
good combination.
fab, aren't they?
Yeah. That navy blue's ace.
So there's the pinks and the purples. That's a lovely combination. We had a lovely quartzite bundle like that the other day. And what was the other one? The blues and the purples, did you say? Or the orange and the purple, was it?
Yeah, I got married in those colours.
Did you?
Yeah. Purple and the orange is
orange.
another really nice one. That's a really nice combination as well.
Lovely. How much would you use in sort of average macrame bracelet cord-wise?
Non-beaded, 1.5 meters.
Oh, so we've got 70
Yeah.
meters. You could make a fair few?
Yeah, 50 bracelets,
50
50
odd?
friendship bracelets. Yeah.
Wow. And the satin cord, I mean, I love the yellows and the greens. Makes me
And if
think
you
of
at school
Brazil.
fetes and little school events like that, £1 each to make money for the school or something like that. I mean, that's a bargain, isn't it?
Easter colours as well.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a bit late because it's kind of coming up for Easter already, but you get it in a few days. Price point wise for 70 metres, 1 millimetre satin cord, gorgeous quality. £13 and 60 odd pence. Normally. Ha! You'd pay that for an Easter egg, you could. I like Easter eggs, but I'd rather have cords and something I could work with. Seriously, I really would. When I was younger, I didn't even tend to get Easter eggs. I remember one year I got a little bag of the handbag variety. Just a wee fun one from the local shop, the accessories shop or something. And I got that instead of an Easter egg, because it was the same price. £13.65 going to, what would you hope for?
Gosh. So you can
9 pennies a metre.
So you can make a bracelet for 15p. Isn't that amazing?
15 penny bracelet.
Yeah. Gosh.
What was it you were saying you were selling your macrame thing for, your macrame bracelet for the other day, Tom? Was it 50p you said? You said he felt proud to be able to sell it for 50p.
Gosh. Massive profit.
Bear in mind this is the first time you'd worked with it. You're just learning. Director Tom's learning how to do jewellery making. He learned first on a show with me when he was pretending, trying to get on television. I know it sounds odd, but we were on television, but there was another television camera for another television company in our building filming for something else. And Tom wanted to be on the telly, so he just hovered around when his shift finished and decided to stand, Mark, can you get this, behind the designer table. So I said, well, if you're going to stand there, you can make something. So I gave him a cabochon, I gave him some wire mesh and some toggles, and I made him work. So that's where his jewellery making began. And somebody even texted in and asked for the pendant that he made. I'm pretty sure they just wanted the cabochon.
They dibsed it.
They dibsed it.
Ah.
They definitely did. Now, would you mix these up with a wax version of the cord as well?
Yep.
So if I brought in a wax bundle now to match?
Because I think the wax cords, I think we get in pretty much the same colours. They're muted, so the two of them work really well together. If you can have such a thing as an opaque cord, I think wax cord would be it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, I've got the greens and the yellows. I've got the pinks. I'm just checking I've got the right one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I've got the white, the navy blue, I've got red in this one, and I've also got orange.
Perfect.
Then I'll just bring you the other 3, pop them down and bring them in here for you as well. So white and navy, very nautical for the summertime, and then add in, oh, ever so British, the red, white and blue. Makes me want to make some bunting. So, should be £13.65. Again, you're getting 1mm in your gauge, you're getting 10 metres, 70 metres in total with all your colours. We're going to match that price reduction, take it to £6.95 as well, for all the wax cords. So if you saw the satin bundle and you thought that's brilliant, if only had wax cord to mix in with it, job done. Vice versa, if you're seeing the wax cord, now you're thinking, oh, I want to have that with the satin, that would look lovely. Let me show you the greens and the wax together. So the satin and the wax, if I join those together, you can see a bit of both. You can see how lovely they would be together.
They work so well together.
And again, if I mix up the yellow and the yellow, you'd be thinking, if you just tuned in, what do you mean mixing? But I'm mixing 2 different types of cord, a wax and a satin finish. And again, the pinks, let's get it on. And the oranges. We're not doing the pyrite chain next. Come now, are we? Oh, brilliant. Join us when you can, and you get white with the wax cord that you don't get with the satin as well. Lovely, lovely. Oops, I put them in the wrong box. Right, I'm leaving them in the wrong box. Are you ready? I don't know if I am ready for this. Pyrite, sterling silver, that are only 50. Do you think this is going to be here for long, Mark?
I've seen it, I don't think it will be. That's amazing.
I'm in love. I just want to have a necklace straight away. Oh, you don't even need to do anything with it. Put a jump ring in it. Job diddly done. How expensive do these look? Are you in love? Are you in love? These fly out the door every time we have them. Now these aren't faceted rondelles. These are more of there's more facets in these than what we would normally get in a chain like this. Can you see? Oh, this is genuine gems as well. Genuine pyrite that's been silver coated. Now it's not coated in sterling silver, but it's got a coating of silver colour, but it's been set in sterling silver, 92.5% pure sterling silver for all your loops, and they're not just eye loops, they're all wrapped loops for you as well. Anonymous out in Zuid in Holland, I've got Berkshire with us, I hope I've pronounced that correctly. We've got Collins in Surrey, I've got Kent, I've got Lincolnshire, I've got Cambridgeshire, London, Gloucestershire, Lancashire, Yorkshire, Kent's in there as well. So many of you joining me on the phone lines and on the web. This is tremendous. County Durham, East Riding of Yorkshire, Northamptonshire in there as well. These are flying out the door. I've got a full metre for you. So it's up to you what you wish to do with it. Just one of those is a little link and a pair of earrings, and then having for something, I don't know, maybe an abalone shell with it. The great beauty of these is it's not just that they look stunning on their own, they will go with anything. Now these have just arrived on my table. Could it be that I have rose quartz faceted drops coming your way today? Is this what Steve was bringing? They are amazing. Love, love, love. Or if you put it with amethyst as well. Join me as soon as you can. I'm going to have to get that price in because half the stock has gone already. $17.95. Why? Just why? I don't know. Maybe if we had, I don't know, some labradorites. that have a bezel setting to them in sterling silver that you might want to put with them. That would work pretty fabulously as well. Ooh, check it out. Check it out. Just so you know, it's exceptionally busy today. I'm sure you probably worked that out yourself. But if there's anything that you see that you fancy, just let us know. Give us a call. Free phone number in the UK landlines, or alternatively on the web, JewelleryMaker.com. I have some lovely coffee gift bags coming up later, which I'm very excited about. Graduation in size, Loving these. I've got a massive soft spot for them. I want them and I need them in my life. Oh, you can't really see them so well there. There's so many in there. You get 5, is it 5? Yeah. If you fancy that, let us know. We'll try and fit it in. If not, I'll fit it in maybe tomorrow or a different day, but I'm loving them. Loads and loads to bring you. These are gorgeous. Don't even need to move them. Everybody's got their eyes on these, haven't they? What a treat. Thank you for joining me this Wednesday. It's a really, really busy day today, which is lovely to see, but it's also lovely to see that we're bringing you something that you fancy as well, so that's always massively important to me. Shell pearls are coming up for you as well. They're lovely in a sort of lilac colour. You might want to see those with it. Just to mind you, Mark, I've got a piece of your jewellery here, don't forget that. I'll bring it over.
Oh yes.
But those with the lilacs. Loving it. Do 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 do. So check it out as soon as you can before it sells out. I'm going to bring you some labradorite now. Yes, we had abalone. Have a look and see if you can get a hold of it. Please do try. Last in stock for you, labradorite. This is a gorge strand. So they've been set with sterling silver, and it's a bezel setting all the way around. All around, every now and then. So, oh, look at them go. Can you see that? Front and back, if I turn around. You can see it on the other side as well. We're slightly trying to get them to catch the light just by moving them slightly, just a different angle. Well, you don't really need to try, but I'm trying to make myself feel useful here. Am I useful? Thanks, Tom. You've got a 20 by 15 millimeter for you in your size. It's a 15 centimeter strand. And bezel, solid sterling silver bezel setting. What do you think?
I would just take that chain that we've just had with the pyrite, cut it in half, 2 necklaces, simple pendant drop using these.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. I'm just showing how much I would charge for that. £35, I think.
Should be £32.95.
For all of it?
You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on there.
Gosh.
But somebody launched it on the Late Show and did a Late Show launch price. So seeing some of the finest labradorites, in fact it was just the other evening, as I mentioned, I was out at £27.95, and one of the ladies I was talking to, she's absolutely lovely, lovely lady called Marjorie, and she had a pearl necklace on with 1 labradorite on it, and she said she put it on specially for me because she knew I was going to be at the event. And she knows how much I love jewellery, and it was funny because it was the first thing I said to her. I went, oh, hi Marjorie. Oh, labradorite. She had this lovely labradorite pendant attached to a pearl necklace, a knotted pearl necklace. It was gorgeous. Couldn't take my eyes off it. Just like I can't take my eyes off these. These are breathtaking quality. Double side, absolutely. As in, when I say double sided, you can see it on both sides. Solid sterling silver. So is earrings. I mean, you've got 7 of them. That could be 3 pairs of earrings and a pendant, or whichever you wish. These have all been selected purely because of their full quality of schiller and return of light. There are inclusions within the stone that make it sparkle. Now, you don't always get it on every labradorite. If you're a labradorite miner, you'll know that. You might find the biggest labradorite, but it doesn't mean it's going to have sort of inclusions within it. Doesn't mean you'll get the best sort of schillerite. What's amazing about this strand is every single one of these, again, has been cherry-picked to give you that amazing schiller, so you get it in all of them. It's hard to choose a favourite. This one has got, I don't know if you can see, it's almost like a baby blue as opposed to sort of a neon blue. Oh, you can't really see it. It's really lovely, but it's got oh, it's not, I can't get it to come across. It's like it's so apparent to the naked eye, but on the television it's quite difficult. But it's got a baby blue that goes into a rainbow, and it's gorgeous. You can slightly see it there, but when you get it home, it's well, obviously you might not get this exact one, but you're going to get schiller and all of them. They're hypnotic. Might take you a while to actually do anything with them because you might just stare. Oh, woo! I've never seen labradorite with a lilac and a purple on it. Mark, have a look at this one for me, please, and tell me if you've ever seen a labradorite that's looked like that.
No, I can see it there. No.
That's lilacs and purples, right?
Purple,
Pinks and purples.
Yeah. Gosh.
That's unreal. That's almost like the purples you get in a fluorite. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, I love your nails, Coral. Lovely pinks and purples, pinks and reds on her nails. With that one, I would put fluorite with it because I had pinks and purples in it. You might be thinking, really? It's amazing. Now I'm just going to take away your labradorite because it's time now for, I'm not kidding you on, I'm not pulling your leg, totally genuine. When are we ever going to get, have we ever seen fluorite rounds before? Ever? Have you maybe seen them once in a small, oh there's Hannah Oxbury. Hannah, of course, is one of our buying team, one of our gemologists at the company, and especially for JewelleryMaker. I don't even know if she knows we've got faceted fluorite in rounds of 10 mil in size. They're huge. What's so special about this gemstone is because well, the main reason for me is it's a very, very difficult gem to cut. If you're a lapidorist, for many years actually, labradorite was never set in jewellery ever because not labradorite, sorry, it's in my head because we were just talking about it, fluorite, because it is a really, really soft material. Most hardness scale goes up to 10. Many of you will know diamonds are the hardest mineral out there. Well, I guess if you think about it, it's your pure carbon that's been heated and under pressure so much so that it's become a diamond. But they come in at 10 in the most hardness scale. The most hardness scale goes from 0 to 10, with 7 being a halfway point. So 7 is sort of halfway in the hardness. I know that sounds odd. So you've only got 7, 8, 9 and 10 are the halfway top end of the hardness scale. Fluorite, can you guess what fluorite comes in at? Can you guess the hardness of this gem? What do you think, Matt? Have a guess. Can't be wrong, it's just a guess. Between 0 and 10, with diamonds being the hardest. And I'll give you a hint, it's quite soft. 4. Good guess. Mark, what do you think? 3. Kimbo? 2. Not as low as that. Tom? Oh, it's Mike. Forgive me. Gonna go with 3. It's actually 4.5 on the most hardness scale. Matt was very close. Matt went for 4. You were all pretty close. So usually that would put us off using it as a gem because you can't facet it easily at all. It would only be the highest skilled labradorists who'd ever even entertain to facet this gemstone. Now I don't want you to worry and think, oh, if it's soft then will I be able to use it in my jewellery? Absolutely. There is no way we would be able to facet these into rounds if they weren't of the best quality of your fluorite. So it's one that very few people even have in jewellery because it is a difficult gemstone to facet. But if you have the right lapidarists and if you have the great quality and the best availability of the finest quality of fluorite, you can put fluorite in jewellery. You absolutely can. And if you are getting a lapidarist who is skilled in that way, who can facet this gem, you can imagine that if you put into some shell pearl in there, you can mix it up. Most definitely if you want to put it with your amethysts. But to get fluorite and the purple variety as well, which so few people ever even had on its own, this is a lot of purple. Yeah, you've got the greens in there. It's a totally genuine gem, totally natural. It fluoresces under ultraviolet light, hence the name fluorite. Ooh. It's really, really special. Coming from the Latin word fleur, meaning to, well, flow, but fluoresce as well. It's outstanding, this gem. So to get it in a size of a 10 mil round, we are so lucky. We haven't seen it on JewelleryMaker. I've never brought it to you. I've brought the odd round of fluorite, but they've been pretty small, like 4 mils, maybe a 6 mil. Not a 10 mil, most definitely not a faceted 10 mil. So this is a very special day in JewelleryMaker history. We really are creating amazing history, being able to not only offer this to you, but offer it to you in the abundance that we have. Now, I would like to have this, Mike might panic here, but I would like to have it as a new viewer deal. Now, you don't need to have a wee fancy slide in there, but the reason I'm saying that is because I want you today, and I'm going to ask Kimbo if this is allowed, I'm going to ask you to try us out. See what we're about. Try our customer services. Try a gemstone that you've maybe never tried before. You don't have to be a brand new viewer to JewelleryMaker. You may have watched regularly but never got involved. You may be already adding to a basket that you've opened today, but it might be your first time, well, it will be your first time to try fluorite in a 10mm round. Faceted, because it's never been on, it's brand new. There's a huge quantity in stock, and I don't want to just offer them to you, I want to give them away, because I don't want you to worry about this gemstone. I know I've been talking about the Mohs hardness scale. This is a new viewer deal. I'm being allowed to call it that. There are over 400 in stock. I want every single one of these to go. It has just arrived in the building. That's why I said our lovely Steve in his fluorescent jacket popped over to bring us some treats. This was the headliner of what was brought over. Over 400 in stock. I'm allowed every single one for you today. And the reason I'm offering this to you is to try out fluorite. Try it out. Nobody's got it in this 10mm size from us. Nobody's got it faceted in this size from us. And nobody has this natural beauty at the price point I'm going to take it for. It's a one chance wonder. I'm going to do it for everybody watching today. Price point on totally natural fluorite, £6.95, only because it's classed as a new viewer deal. Am I allowed to get away with that price point? Normally $14.95, would you think, for 10mm fluorite that size? What would you think, Mark? We've never had it before, but if you were to guesstimate, what would you go for?
There's this little story with fluorite.
Oh yeah?
Well, it's my number 3 gemstone,
right,
for one, and the viewers know that.
Right.
And we had this stone in an 8mm version. Carol and I launched it last Wednesday on the show. And I have a little signal sometimes if I have a friend at home buying for me.
Have you changed that signal now since we get it the last time?
Of the 8mm size, I personally signalled and bought 5, and 7 viewers also bought me a strand, so I have 12 of the 8mm round at home. So you can see what a massive fan I am of it, and I had no idea that we were getting it in the 10.
Well, it's only just arrived, nobody knew it. It's amazing. Would it work with those who got the 8mm on Wednesday?
Without a doubt. To be able to graduate it in 2 sizes, I just think that's phenomenal.
Can you remember the price point on Wednesday by any chance? Don't worry.
No, not off the top of my head.
$6.95 for the 8mm. So we've matched that price with the 10mm.
Oh my god, that's amazing. That's fantastic.
I did say it was a new viewer deal, and I didn't mean it lightly. When I say that, you could be new to fluorite. Well, you're definitely new to this size, because nobody's got this size. 8mm, you may have seen the other day.
Wow.
At $6.95, you're getting yourself the biggest size we've ever offered in a fluorite round. And it's yours and faceted. It's exceptional. Try us out for £6.95. That's magnificent. I'm over the moon for you. Over the moon. What a treat. I'm going to set that there. Lots to bring to you. Pyrite is probably gone. Abalone is possibly gone, but you know what? Check it out on the website. Have a look, see what you can get. Enjoy it. Nugget bundle, is it gone? There's some in baskets. If everybody in the basket's checked out, it's totally gone. So try and check that out if you haven't already. 25 strands of nuggets went to £55. Get it before management finds out. Although they are in a fabulous mood, as always, but even more so today because there's cake. It's bake day today. There's loads of cake upstairs. Wunderbar. Black agate is coming up, as well as a shell pearl, but I think it might be time for our Paracord design inspiration. Can you handle it? Are you ready? Design inspiration time. Maybe. Maybe not. No.
Come and join guest designer Mark as he shares his passion for beautiful jewellery making with genuine gemstone chips and nuggets. You will learn various techniques including colour grading, how to triple plait, create stunning memory wire bracelets and earrings, as well as how to incorporate macramé into your designs. The full course includes a selection of gemstones, memory wire, threading materials and findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and gemstone museum, and a chance to visit our shop. And all for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Today I've been on Mark's Chips and Nuggets. It's been amazing. I've had a great day, I've got lots of nice things to take home, and it's not even over yet. And one thing that really impresses me is the value. I get a full set of gems, I get the wires. Mark's been really very, very helpful today. I don't have that much experience, and I'm going away feeling very, very confident to have a go.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
How often, I don't think you've ever seen me wearing a piece of jewellery, and I'm so proud of this that I've made. I'm going to nab this after the show. I'm going to wear this.
Are you dibs in it?
Yeah, I'm going to dibs my own jewellery. Am I allowed to do that? It's the first time in 3.5 years I'm going to dibs a piece of my own jewellery.
I'm going to let you dibs it.
Thank you.
I don't really have much authority, but I'm going to say...
Yeah, I love that.
I love it. I love that you just had to sparkle it. I love it. No, I just was wondering what you were doing. Because I was just telling Mark about my love for pistachio nuts and ice cream, but you can't. You're not feeling it. No. Okay. Right. We're going to move this to the side because these are coming up, but not quite yet. Mark, how much did you love this design inspiration?
Isn't it just? It's amazing. Well, the first thing I saw before I even saw the Paracord was this strand, which is it's in my top 5 as well, which is the Rutile Quartz. Which is what I've done with this bracelet, and what I've done, we're going to show you how to do this a bit later on, and I've taken the whole strand and I've colour graded it right from the light all the way through to the dark. It does take a bit of time, but it is worth it, without a doubt.
I'm just going to bring everything you've got. So it's black. Technically, it's black tourmalated quartz because it's black tourmaline inclusions that are what you have within it. Although it's usually rutile inclusions, so somebody's just collectively called it rutile. But if you want to be correct about it, it's black tourmalated quartz. You've got in here the most gorgeous mixture of black rutile quartz, tourmalated quartz, black banded agate, clear quartz, and grey agate. Let me get you the other two in there as well. And your pyrite is this one here. Ooh, as well as this one here. Oh no, is that your hematite? You got hematite in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be your hematite. And then here we go. Beads everywhere. Oh my gosh. It's almost as if somebody put this together realising that I love St Mirren Football Club because our colours are black and white. Do you think that's what happened, Mark?
No.
Serious?
No, I don't think so.
I think that's what happened.
No.
These are the colours we wear. Are you not an honorary St Mirren fan? All the other guest designers are. Well, all the ones I've been lucky enough to work with. Haven't asked Rachel Norris yet, but I'm sure she will be. Do you want to be an honorary St Mirren fan? We need as many as we can get.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're not doing very well. We're like bottom of the league.
Oh dear.
It's all right. We're playing Celtic on Friday, so that'll lose us some more points, I'm sure. No, I'm going to be positive. Loving it. Paracord in the black and the white and the greys.
Ace, isn't it?
It's almost like a silvery grey, isn't it?
Beautiful.
It's
and
lustrous, gorgeous.
Aluminum grey, isn't it?
Ah, yeah, could do.
That's beautiful.
So you get yourself 16 feet in white, well, in each colour, and they're 4mm in gauge. Oh, no. They call it gunmetal grey. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is doubled over it, so it's 6 strands. Pyrite, hematite, your agates, frosted and unfrosted. One's frosted, one's not. 38 centimetres in length for each individual strand, so that's 6 strands. Total carat weight is not calculated, but you've got 150 for the black tourmalated or rutile. You've got 160 for the black banded and the agate. You've got 160 in the clear quartz, 165 in the grey agate, 200 carats in your silver coated pyrite, and 350 carats in your natural hematite. So this is totally natural. Love, love, love it. And let me show you, quickly your cord endings you've got yourself. Oh, in fact, it's not just cord endings, it's a Kumihimo pack, accessory pack. There's everything you get in the pack. You need the oval jump rings to work with the Kumihimo endings. If you don't know how to attach them, I'm guessing we'll be working the macrame side of it today as opposed to attaching those
Well, I can talk through it because I've used it on the necklaces there.
Perfect.
You usually have to use those.
Wonderful. That'd be lovely. And we've got, of course, this is called The Middle of the Night. In the middle of the night. Love it. Did we just sing on live TV together?
I can't believe that.
I can. That was lovely. I enjoyed that. It's one of the highlights of my career now. You've got yourself plenty of cord. I'm presuming plenty of cord.
Massive,
Have we got plenty of cord?
Yeah.
6 strands of genuine gems. Did you use every strand?
No. Oh, I'd used every strand, but I didn't use all of these.
Right.
No.
Plenty to play with. Probably one of the most gem heavy, aside from a nugget bundle, one of the most gem heavy kits I think we've offered. Now, have you seen all the jewellery that's been made? If you've just tuned in, you won't have seen all of it because Mark's got a fancy bracelet on.
You want to see my fancy bracelet? I love this bracelet actually.
Can I ask you, as you not love me right now because I know how much you love it, can I ask you to take it off so you can see the graduation in a line?
So, as you can see, it does take a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth it. So which end should we start with? I just hold it there, shall I? I drop it down a little bit. So you can see, so we start up with the black, and then we work through the dark greys, right through to the clears. That's one whole strand I use for that whole piece.
That's brilliant. No, it genuinely, I thought it was 2 different strands you had to make the bracelet when I saw it. It's lovely. Thank you. I appreciate how much you didn't want to take that off. Well, we need to get a picture of it.
It's been photographed already. You're not going to get it off me. Come on, this is my first in 3 years. I think I deserve a piece of jewellery. And it's so easy to get on and off this paracord. It's just ace. Look at that. So you can wear it side by side like so.
I think Mark loves it a little bit. I'm going to have to get your price point in. Is that all? £42.50 for 6 strands. That's not even £10 a strand. $42.50. You get hematite, you've got pyrite in there, and the silver variety, they call it silver, it's gorgeous. You get your black banded agate, you've got yourself your white quartz, you've got your clear quartz and your grey agates in there, as well as your hematite. I love natural hematite. Hematite is the same length, just for some reason it's joined together at the end, and then all of your Kumi Hemo findings that you can see there at £27.95 from £40 odd.
Gosh.
So £27.95, call it 28, again 6 strands, never mind the paracord, never mind the findings. Wow. You can't go lower, Kim. It's happening. 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 £25. I'm slightly concerned. Executive producer Martha's in the gallery. Martha, did you bring down cake? Is that why Kimbo's going lower? No, she's just doing it. All Kimbo's. Kimbo, where the price is low. Kimbo, no other producer goes. Kimbo, she takes a price too low. Kimbo, 'cause she runs the show. Kimbo. Oh, that song gets longer every time I sing it. £25, Kim, I think that's far too low. I'm not impressed. It should be £42. Kim took it down to £27.95, and that stayed there for what, a whole of maybe a second? 10 seconds maybe, if you're lucky, for £25. Got a really, really short break. It's actually a few seconds, and then we're going to start a demonstration.
Perfect.
Come and join guest designer Mark as he shares his passion for beautiful jewellery making with genuine gemstone chips and nuggets. You will learn various techniques including colour grading, how to triple plait, create stunning memory wire bracelets and earrings, as well as how to incorporate macramé into your designs. The full course includes a selection of gemstones, memory wire, threading materials and findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and gemstone museum, and a chance to visit our shop. And all for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah,
take it away.
Well, we're doing 4 demos, so you're going to have to keep me up to date and crack the whip with timings.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So first one we're going to do. Have we looked at that Let's do the findings thing first, shall we? If you look at this necklace here,
This one?
what I've used with the little caps from the findings pack, which is really cute. So I'm going to show you how to do this knot as a bracelet form, but to make the necklace, all you need to do is just have a longer section. I'm going to show you how to cut the ends and use your little findings to make the ends on the necklace top there. This is really cute. I like this design. It's
Exciting,
really nice.
exciting.
Okay, so what I've called this the alternating loop bar.
Okay.
Okay, anything but a square knot. I'll start again. When using paracord, if you repeat the square knot, it's known as a sinnet.
Okay.
Okay, anything that has a loop is known as a bar. So this is in effect, because we've got loops either side, this is a bar. So this is the alternating, because we're alternating either side. So if you take a paracord name and just break it down into sections, it all makes sense of what you're actually making. So this is alternating loop bar.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So what I'm going to turn the board onto the side, just so you can see how I've set this up. Okay, so I've taken a piece of white, which we're going to use as our lazy strand. Okay, so it just needs to be 3 lengths of the small macrame board, or 27 inches if you don't have the board. Okay, because you need 2 lengths, plus you need enough at the end to do a lanyard knot, which is the mechanism that we use to finish off your bracelet. Okay, so 3 times or 27 inches. Okay, so what I've done, I've folded the white cord in half, and if we can look side on, I've actually made a loop standing upright, not flat. Can you see? And I've pinned it, okay, on here. And I've taken the black piece of cord, which is 6 foot long, and I'll bring this back round again, and I've made a loop that feeds through the top of the white loop, and that's going to hold in. Okay, so for the necklace, what we do at the end is we cut in half and we pop on 2 of the cord endings either end. Okay, if you're having a bracelet, this would act as the loop that your lanyard knot sits in.
Right.
Okay, so we've got this set up on the board. So what we're going to do is attach your 2 cords at the bottom. Even though they're sat on top of each other, they will in effect be a left and a right at the bottom of the board. Okay, so we're going to work with the right side first. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the right cord and we're going to go, and I've put my notes over here, we're going to go right over the first, okay, and under the second, so over and under. Okay, then we're going to take this cord back through, and that now becomes a half hitch knot. Okay, so we've got that tucked in at the top. Okay, so all this first knot does is just holds everything in place before we start.
Okay.
Just bring this down. Okay, so we're going to start on the left side now. We're going to get that first loop. So we're going to do the start of a square knot. So we're going to do the left hand side of a square knot, like so. And then we're going to stick with this left hand cord, and we're going to do exactly the same as we did here. So we're going to go over and under and pull the loop back.
It's funny actually, the white cord almost sort of lends itself to make it that easy for you to do that.
It does, absolutely.
Because when you put that knot in, it lifts that one slightly higher, so
Yes.
you know to go over or under. That's quite handy, isn't it?
Okay, so as you can see now, we've got a bit of a gap from our cord here to where we want to go. So this is where the loops will start forming.
Yep.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take this right hand cord, okay, and we're going to take it across. We're going to do the start of our square knot. So we do the one side of our square knot, like so. You see we've got that loop forming, okay, and then we're going to do the half hitch. So we're going to go over and under, back through, and all we're going to do, we're just going to repeat this process now. Okay, so we've done the right hand side. Now you can see we've got a gap from here to our white cord. So we're going to do the start of a square knot on the left hand side. So each side we're going to do the start of a square knot, the left hand side, but not complete it. And then we're going to, so we're on the left hand side, so now we're going to do our half hitch. So we go over the first, under the second, feed it back through, like so. Pull it nice and tight. And as you can see, we've got alternating white as well. It swaps from side to side. So on the right hand side, we've got the gap. So we go across, we do the start of our square knot, like so, and then we finish that with a half hitch. So we're staying on this side. So go over and under, back through, nice and tight to the top. And then you can see we're on the left hand side, we've got the gap, so we do the start of our square knot on the left hand side. So just make sure you can see the alternate, you can see the white cord sitting in between.
Popping through every now and again.
So we're on that left hand side, so we do over and under and back through. So basically we're doing half square knot, half hitch knot on the same cord. Okay, so you just keep going. And then when you want to do the bracelet, when we get to the end, we do a lanyard knot, which we'll show you on the next demonstration. To do the necklace, you continue to the length that you want, and you seal the two ends of the white together. Okay, you splice the two ends, so you get a little loop like we have at the top here. And then as you see on the necklace, we cut in half the loops, and we pop the little cord endings on each side. And then we can, all I've done is I've attached rosary links with all the beads from findings in my stash at home. And to make the loops more prominent, all we do is you just separate them, you just pull the loops out, and you can get them into a larger size. So just manipulate the loops to whichever size you want, and it sits really nicely on the décolletage, as they call it. Can you see? And then you can attach whatever you like, or just keep it plain. Whatever you want to do.
Super.
It's really, as long as you remember, so it's half. It's the first part of the square knot followed directly by a half hitch on that same side. Then you swap sides. So half square knot, half hitch. So you're using basically 4 of the macrame knots all in one bracelet. Just a really nice little technique.
Loving it. You need to get it to do it though, so make sure you get your paracord if you haven't already. Oh, sorry, Mike, I'm moving that out of the way. I've got some agate to bring you. I need to do that quickly. So, 5 strands of agate. They graduate for you in length. Let me. Oh, quartzite. Why did I say agate?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Kimbo had mentioned agate a while ago. It is very lustrous like the agate you would expect. It's the first time I brought you quartzite like this ever, actually, I'm sure. 99.9% sure it's the first time I've ever brought you quartzite in the black variety. It's not black, it's almost a grey to it. It's like the moon is glowing in the background somewhere. Can you see that? Like, especially with that one, it's not solid black. It's almost like a mood black. Oh.
A mood black.
Yeah, it's like got the mood of a black, but it's not solid. It's not block black. It's got sort of a little bit of a mood going on.
I love that.
Do you?
Oh God, I'd have had that with this kit as well.
Could you imagine? How much further would your kit go if you had these?
Wow. Gosh, it would just go on and on and on, wouldn't it? That's
I think, and it would work with, if I quickly squeeze in all the other treats that we had, it would work well with all of those as well.
Gosh.
First time for me, I don't think we've ever seen quartzite in the black before. Have you ever seen it black?
No,
I've never.
No.
Kimbo, have you? Black quartzite? Black ice? Ooh, graduating sizes, 5 strands. Now, I don't have the information on my screen, but I'm guessing that's probably about 4 mil, 6 mil, 8 mil, 10 mil, and 12 mil. A guesstimate. They're ever so lustrous, aren't they? 4 mil, 6 mil, oh no, what is that? 4 mil, 6 mil, 8 mil, 10 mil, 12, I got it! She guesstimated it right. 150 carats for you in your 8 mil, 10 mil is 250 carats, 30 carats for your 4 mil, 340 carats for your 12 mil, and 80 carats for your 6 mil. So, should be looking at £21.75, but today is the day where that becomes £15. £2.99 a strand.
That was amazing.
Can you handle that? £3 a strand, roughly. They're so lustrous. No disrespect to quartzite, but I didn't realise it could be this lustrous.
No. It's got that opaqueness, isn't it? It's quite difficult to explain, isn't it?
It's got.
I like your mood black. I think you've got that perfectly right.
I think so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's not a solid black. We love it. 15 for you. £15. Yeah, that's all it is. You get the 5 strands, approximately 38 centimeters in length. There's the. They're all knotted for you, just to give you full length. But
oh God, I'll be snapping this one up.
That almost looks like your spinel.
Yes, it does actually. Doesn't it?
How lustrous are they? And I'm barely even moving them, just trying to hold them tight. That's a super opportunity. If you don't mind me saying that, $14.95. Try and get it while you can, because they would work with these designs size-wise. You've got yourself the same size. One of the strands is the same size as these anyway.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you could work those all together. Brilliant, £15. I'll let you get back to the demonstration, Mark.
Okay, right, this is demo 2.
What one are you going to do here?
Now this is a beaded snake knot. Now snake knot we've shown on the show before. And
Okay.
it's a very simple technique that you don't need boards, you don't need pins, you don't actually need beads for. And it's the silver one nearest to you there with the pyrite. So just incorporating the beads just takes it up to another level. It's beautiful, really nice little technique. Okay, so what I've done, I've taken the pyrite and I've made 5 bead stretchy bracelets in effect.
Okay.
Okay, little stretches using the pyrite in groups of 5. You don't want to go any bigger than that because the beads would slip off through the knots. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying to think which should be the best way to watch this. I'll give it a go in front of Mike here. Okay, so they're my little stretches on the board there. Okay, just 5 beads. That's all you need. So the first thing we need is a piece of cord. Now it does sound a lot, but you're going to need 8 feet of this for this bracelet, and that's why we have 16 feet in each of the cords, because you can make 2 bracelets out of a reel. Okay, in effect. So you've got enough to make the bracelet, and then enough cord at the end to do your lanyard knot. So first thing to do is you take our grey. I've used grey cord for this. You can use any of the other colours as well. And we're going to take our cord, fold it in half, and where we get the loop bending, we're just going to twist it once. Okay, and we're going to take the cord up through, and we're going to make a sliding loop. Okay, like so. Very simple to make, and you can see it moves. So probably you don't want it bigger than about 1 inch, like so. Now on one side, you can see we've got a raised loop with the cords coming underneath.
It's almost like a bridge, isn't it?
Yeah, and on the other side, you can see it's more of a nondescript. Yeah, if you like. We need to start work with the raised loop. So under the bridge, as we do on the Macramé workshops.
It's a little bit like a kiss, like an X.
Yes, okay, yeah, we'll say it's a kiss, shall we?
We'll call it a kiss.
We'll call it a kiss. Okay, so you can see definite raised loop with the cord coming from the left. So we'll work on this side. So to get the snake knot, we're going to do 5 knots, then incorporate a stretchy 5 knots stretchy. It's entirely up to you. You could do it in alternating. If you had a smaller bead, you could really go to town on this technique. It's beautiful. So we'll try it on the overhead to see how that works first of all. So hold it in your left hand with that kiss. Well, I'm going to call it kiss now. Do you mind?
No, I love it.
I'll call it that. So we've got that kiss. So
Made me
hold it
happy.
in your left hand with the left cord just draping down towards you. You're going to take the right cord, and all we're going to do is just wrap it over our fingers behind the knot.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm going to lift my hand up for this bit, so we might need the camera in front. So as I lift it up, you can see we've got the cord coming from within our hand, and then this right hand cord draped. We need to take the cord that is coming in front and take it round the back, bring it and pop it just through that loop, okay, in the back, making sure that this cord doesn't flip behind. So it's quite tricky to start with, trying to get it in front of the camera. And then what we're going to do is just manipulate the 2 cords so that the knot sits directly underneath the knot before. And because of the way we did the slip knot, the knot below it looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Can you see? Exactly the same.
It's
So
like
that's-
another kiss.
so hold it in your left hand, exactly the same. So hold that raised bridge, the kiss, in your thumb and finger. Take the right cord around the back of the loop. Take the second cord behind, okay, making sure you don't lose that cord behind, and take the tail, pop it through the loop, and pull, making sure you don't have it flipping over, and pull both ends nice and neatly together, and just manipulate the knot so it sits nice and flush underneath the next. Okay, so you can see they all sit, and the reason why it's called a snake knot is because it undulates. Once you start getting it filled with knots, it undulates. So we'll do a couple more, and I'll show you how we incorporate the beads. Okay, so hold it in your left thumb and finger, right cord around the back, bring the left cord behind, take it and pop it through the loop we've made, bearing in mind we don't want this cord to flip over. I'm just going to pull that through, and at that point you can let go and manipulate the knot. Just give it a squidge so it sits nice and neatly underneath. Okay, So we'll do one more to make the group of 5. So round the back, second cord up through the loop and pull, and then manipulate that last knot underneath, like so. And then all we're going to do next, go for it, make the noise. Wow, look at that, professional. So we've got our group of 5, then all we're going to do, we're going to take the 2 ends, and it's simple threading. We're going to pop on the 2 cords through the stretchy, manipulate it up so it sits underneath, and bear in mind where we want to hold that cord. So there's the kiss. So it's like a knot on the back and a kiss on the front. So bear in mind when you come to do your next knot after the stretchy that you're on the same side.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to push the beads up, hold it in your left hand. It gets a bit easier as the cords get shorter. So hold the kiss side in your left hand, cord around the back, bring it round from the back through the loop at the front, and then manipulate, bear in mind that you want those beads to sit nice and tightly in between the 2 knots. So bring that up nice and flush, so that's sat nice and tightly in there, and just do another knot. And all you do is just repeat this. And as I said, you can play around with the coloured paracord we have in our stash and beads and all sorts of things. It's just a way of adding a little something extra to the cord. And as you can see, that's the beads caught nicely, neatly. And as I said, you can alter the number of knots in between the beads, or just have 1 knot beads, 1 knot beads. So you can have a really nice little play around with that.
I love that, and I'm also looking at it thinking just the way you've got it there makes me think, oh, I want to have that in my keyring.
Yeah, key fob, everything.
Keyring,
yeah, or a necklace, anything. It's a really nice little knot, and you can see you've got that undulating movement from the snake knot. It's a lovely technique.
Oh, I love that.
It's beautiful.
I love it. I wonder if I did that with my hair, if it would work.
Ah, actually, that might work.
Might give it a go.
With your actual hair?
My actual hair? Really?
I would plait it first, very fine plaits, and then
do it.
Yeah, that would look really good.
I'll do it
Maybe
over the
not
weekend.
now.
Yeah, over the weekend.
Yeah,
Talking of colour, I don't know if I've got enough.
oh my word.
Wow.
That is a dreamy bundle. I know, that's what we thought it was, isn't it? Is that the K word? Is it?
Kunzite nuggets, you kid on.
It is it?
It is.
Oh my word.
200 carats of kunzite. This needs a stage. I can't believe you just mixed it up. Oh. Kunzite, totally natural. I can't believe I'm saying this, in nuggets. Kunzite. Did I mention kunzite? 23 by 7 millimeter kunzite. Kimbo, what are we looking for the kunzite? Yeah. And that's in total? I'm happy to pay that price for the kunzite alone. We're looking at, do you know how much? I think if you were to get a kunzite strand for £58 anywhere else, you would be in luck. £58 for the kunzite, what do you think?
No,
Forget everything else. I love everything else, don't get me wrong. But everything else, no disrespect, is a little bit easier to get than kunzite. On our sister channel, I don't think you can get 1 piece of kunzite jewellery for £58. I appreciate that would be a finished piece of jewellery, but this can make many finished pieces of jewellery. I have that kunzite strand and it's beautiful. Tink, look away because it's about to go to a ridiculous price point. So much so you might even buy another one. The price we're taking all of these, I'm happy to pay for that. In fact, I've paid more for 1 kunzite on its own. I'm still happy with the price. Don't think I paid a wrong price or a bad price. I think I paid a brilliant price. I should probably show you everything else you're going to get, but for the price we're going to, the kunzite on its own I think is more than acceptable at that price. And in fact, I don't know anywhere else that sells kunzite in a strand, so I think this will be the only place you're going to get it. So let me show you this beautiful green aventurine. Loving it or loving it. Put it next to the rose quartz. What do you get? Love, spring, loveliness, awesomeness, gorgeousness. Let me then drop in some sodalite for you. I'm not content with just giving you one, so I'm going to give you 2 sodalites because I'm feeling lovely today. In fact, do you know what? Should I give you 3 sodalites? I've got 3. Do you want another sodalite? There we go. Yeah, just giving away. Now Snowflake Obsidian, how about we have some of that? We had Unakite nuggets earlier, should we put some of that in? Lovely, lovely. Oh, look at these gorgeous, rich oranges. Love, 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 love that. What have we got? What have we call the orange quartzite we've got there? Clear quartz, come on now.
Gosh.
That is a beauty. How clean are they? They are crystal clear. Oh, I'd show you those on their own, but I've not got enough hands. I've not got much room left in my arm. Oh, you knew it was coming, didn't you?
I was going to snuffle that.
You were. Too slow. Black tourmalated quartz, or rutile quartz, however you wish to know it. I call it tourmalated quartz. Moonstone! Oh my goodness gracious, maybe you're in for a treat today. Look at this, 85 centimetres of multicolored quartz. If I just nabbled that, hold on, let me check that's not from the other bundle because we had that earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know where this has come from. This looks from the other bundle.
No, it's from that one. Fourth down from the top.
I think I meant 5 by 2 to 10 by 6 mil. I think this is right, Kimbo. From the info, looks right. Tiger's eye. Red tiger's eye. Amazing. Sort of like clear quartz. Orange quartzite. Red tiger's eye. Unakite. White it's white magnesite. Sorry, it's not white moonstone. Snowflake obsidian, green aventurine, and rose quartz. No, I've got moonstone. I have got a white magnesite strand missing. Because I've got white moonstone. White magnesite, there it is. Love it. Thank you. Looks quite like howlite, doesn't it? Quite similar.
Wow,
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm doing an exit. I can feel the muscles in my arms working.
That's amazing.
I think, Kimbo, I think it is right because it's a 5 by 2 millimetre up to 27, oh no, up to 22 by 7 mil. I think I may have had an incorrect strand sent to us because I think it's supposed to go up to 22 centimetres, although I think you're going to get a bigger one. It's still going to be the multicolour, but it's not going to be 85 centimetres, I don't think. Or if it is, it's a huge one. It's even bigger than what you get. Oh my gosh, my arm literally is about to drop off. So, you get multicolour quartz. I think it's just a single, but a bigger carat weight, a bigger sizes. So forgive us, but we're going to drop £48, 58.25. Oops, I said 48. On a regular day, if you added them all together, we'd only look at £58. I'm happy for that in the kunzite alone. Did I mention you have kunzite? And we are looking at £40. £39.95 for a strand of kunzite. This is unreal. £2.66 per strand, or kunzite for £39.95 and the rest for nothing. Would you get it just for the kunzite? Redonkulous, they're flying out the door, I'm not surprised. Mark, how much are you loving it?
It's amazing. I can't remember the date, but it wasn't my last show with Carol last week, but the show before that. I think it was the Friday, the Thursday or the Friday. It'll be on our JewelleryMaker page. And there's a kit using these shaped stones, and there's some amazing designs. Just gets a bit of inspiration on how to use the longer style chips.
Oh, good idea. If you need help with your chips and nuggets as well, there's also a DVD of Mark's on the website, £4.95 if you want to add it on. I can't believe you.
Wow.
All of it for £40. If everyone checks out your baskets, it's gone, so I'm going to shimmy on and let you continue with the second demonstration of this section.
Third. This is number 3.
Where have I been? Did the bracelet and the necklace?
Yeah, done. Yeah. This
Oh
is the
yeah,
third
so
one.
three.
Yeah.
Sorry, forgive me. I thought. Sorry.
Can I quickly say, you know, you were a bit confused as to why the hematite was tied up double, not as a single strand. It's because the drill holes are so big in these hematite that they can't have a holding cord thick enough to have it in one length.
Oh,
Does that make
no,
sense?
I wasn't confused. I was just saying it was
Because
doubled
that drill hole
because
is
we had,
ace.
yeah.
It's fantastic. It's brilliant. Now these are going to go everywhere, so if you could keep hold of those just in case.
No
So
problem.
this
Just
is.
to let you know, this is going to be the final demonstration we're going to have.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you just said we're not going to have time for 2 more. All right, you can have time for 4, but not 5. Is what Kimbo's saying.
No, it was 4.
That's what I thought. Kimbo,
Yeah.
what are you on? Kimbo's on another page.
Okay, so this is in effect the
Confusion.
bracelet that I'm wearing, okay, which is the wraparound, and also the second from the end. Can you see the little doubles? Yeah.
Yep.
It's exactly the same technique, but again, you can just play around and have a bit of fun with how you actually lay them out in the bracelet. And as I said, I wanted to go down the sort of the more feminine route. So this is the gents, and this would be the ladies in effect, but exactly the same technique. Okay, so you need to decide on the length of the bracelet, plus leave another 6 inches either side for your lanyard knot. Okay, so again, 27 inches minimum. Okay, for your hold, for your white or your grey, whichever colour you decide to go. So we're going to make a loop. Again, I'll bring this down a little bit at the top. So just double a cord over and make a loop and hold it in with a couple of pins. Okay, and then when you get to the bottom of the board, just pop. You don't have to fold them in and wrap them around and knot them, just secure them in the slots at the bottom. See, this is why it's really handy to have multiple macrame boards.
Yep.
Because after 3 or 4 uses of putting this cord
Thickness
through,
of cord,
you're not going to
yeah.
be able. It's not going to hold Essilon or beading thread or anything like that. So. Now, the little extras I've used for my stash is the, I shouldn't call it basic, but the our first Essilon cord. I'm not sure on the millimeterage, but it's the basic.
Slightly lower gauge.
Yeah, so.
Just to let you know, I have 9 and counting of these left. If everybody
Wow.
checks out on the web, they're gone. Check them out when you can.
Okay, so we need to seal the loop. Okay, so what we do is we take our Essilon, and all we're going to do is a series of square knots. Now, whenever I'm doing this type of bracelet, I always do 5 square knots because that's long enough to hide with our next cord. Okay, so we're just going to do a series of square knots and bring the loop up as near as you can to the top of our pins. So that's the left side, now we'll do the right. So we haven't used any glue, we haven't used beading thread, it's all going to hold itself using the Essilon, and we all know that Essilon is very, very tough. It's very, very strong, so it's going to hold the loop exactly together. Okay, so we'll go and do see, you're supposed to look after those.
Well, my hands would be in the way if I was there.
Okay,
I'll look
hold them
up.
for me and you can pass them across.
Yes, sir.
So 5.
I knew there was a reason why I was here.
Okay, so I've done 6 half squares or 3 full squares, but you would just continue till you've done 10 or 5 square knots. Okay, so to do the wraparound, which features on the Makes for Men DVD if you want to look at it from start to finish, it's a really nice little technique. Is we've done our little section of square knots. Now the next thing we have to do is take the left hand cord and just pass it from the inside underneath and pull out to the left, and then we do the same on the other side. So onto the inside, underneath the cord, pull out to the right. So instead of having the 2 cords in the middle now, we've got on the left and we've got on the right. Okay, so all we're going to do is if you pass me a bead.
Anyone in particular?
No, that's fine, thank you. Okay, we're going to take the left Essilon through the bead. Okay, always make sure before you start a bracelet like this and get all excited about it, make sure that your 2 cords will go in your drill hole. There's nothing more frustrating than come to start a bracelet that you're all excited about and then your cords won't fit. So always make sure that you 2. Then we're going to take the right one into the bead in the opposite direction. Okay, like so. So we can take the left and we're going to take the right, and then if you pull in opposite directions, the bead at the moment is sat on top of the channel. I call this channel setting as well because you've got your channel and you've got the beads. So you're going to do exactly the same. You take your left cord to the middle, pass it underneath your left cord, do the same with the right, so take to the center, underneath, out to the right, and when you pull the cords this time, it traps it inside that channel. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so for the bracelet I'm wearing, I colour graded all my stones and just continued that technique all the way until I finished the entire strand. Okay, but we'll do the little section that features on the bracelet, so I can have one more bead. So we're going to take the left cord, pass it through the bead in one direction.
And this is the hematite that Mark's using if you've just tuned in from the kit. Stock-wise in the nuggets we have 8 left in counting.
Wow.
Not mentioning those in baskets or collar.
Okay, take the right cord, pass through the bead in the other direction. Again, pull both ends. It sits nicely in the channel now because we've made that space from the bead above. So onto the inside, out to the left. Onto the inside, out to the right. So there's 2 sat in that channel, nice and tight. So to do the bracelet that we're featuring here, you just go back to reverting back to your basic square knots and just make sure it sits nice and tight. And as you can see, the 2 ends pull together quite neatly. Okay, just make sure it's nice and tight. So you can see it sits nice and snug. So I would do a minimum of 2 full square knots in between your little sections. Okay, so you've done your little square knot section. So to start your channel set again, you go to the inside, out on the left, and inside, out on the right, and then you start incorporating your beads in exactly the same way as we did here. So you could have 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. So you can graduate your little sections as well. And then when you get to the bottom, you replicate exactly what we did at the top. So you do your 5 full square knots, and then to finish, what I do is turn it upside down, and then take your 2 cords and do a double knot. So over once, over twice, and pull. Okay, and then do that again. So one on top of the other. So over once, over twice, and pull nice and tight. And cut those ends as near as you can, and there's no need for glue with the S on. It molds itself really well, and that's how I finish. And then at the other end, you pop on your landmark knot, which is the little loop knot that we've got on the end of the bracelet there. So it's a really nice technique. So for channel setting, gents pieces like that, it's beautiful.
Brilliant.
Really nice, really
wonderful,
nice
Mark. Thank you very, very, very much. I really enjoyed that one. I enjoyed them all, but I particularly fancy that one.
Should we do the next one?
I'm just going to do this
Yep,
for you quickly.
okay.
So have a wee
Perfect.
look and see what you think of these. What do you think? 350 carats. Now this is my penultimate treat I'm going to show you before Mark brings you another demonstration, and then we'll have one more treat, and then we'll have a short break for you. So try and squeeze this in for us, or sorry, we're going to try and squeeze in this and another treat before then. So you have yourself 350 carats of black agates with your faceted opals. Ovals that was, so I know the way I pronounced that might sound like opals, I meant ovals. And then we have 25 by 18 millimeter in size. Now that doesn't graduate, they are all that size. So for the entirety of the strand, you are looking at 25 by 18 millimeter ovals. Lustrous with what's known as a brilliant facet, which is a diamond shape or triangular shape facet on the surface. In this case, both front and back. Doesn't matter what way you look at it. 38 centimeter strand, full with 350 carats. Whether you use them as individual pendants, whether you use them as a necklace, completely up to you, but definitely, definitely something that you might want to have maybe in the centerpiece of a bangle or a bracelet. They're large enough to be focal points, but they're also not too large in that you could have them within a design as a full necklace as well. Price point we're going to take this to is a shoulda, woulda, coulda price. Beverly Knight would be proud, should be there, could be there, would be there, unless it was a wonderful Wednesday, my first day back on shift, as is Kim, so we're going to drop the price from $11.95 to lowest price ever.
Oh gosh.
Which is never been seen, so it's a brand new low, $8.95. So the strand may have been seen before, but it won't have been seen at this price. Wow. It's a brand new low for the first come, first serve. So on the phone lines of the web, and I only have 29 remaining. 0800 644 655 and a free phone number from UK Landlines in Northern Ireland, or you know how to do it on the Wibbly Wobbly web, as does Mark Smith. That drill hole's huge. Isn't it a big one? Let's have a look. Oh, fabulous drill holes in there as well. You've actually got 2 lengths of your cord through it.
Oh yeah, that'll take you 1 mil
temporary
hemp
cord.
and wax cord and everything, won't it? And this is brilliant faceting. You taught me this. You taught me that.
Yes, it is. Not just brilliant as in it looks brilliant, but it is a particular type of facet, which is lovely. That's something you've remembered. That's made me really happy now. Lovely and lustrous, and those lovely diamond shapes that you're getting within that facet, just dreamy. £8.95. We'll go with this particular bundle, kit, should I say, of marks with the colour of the gemstones. Could you incorporate it with the paracord, or what do you think?
You could.
Just one of them maybe somewhere in there?
Well, what you could do, which would look absolutely amazing, is that technique that we just did with the channels. Have a really thick channel and have them sat side by side in a row. That would look amazing. Or you, with the graduate, those to the left of you, they are, is it the agates, quartzites. You can start with small and get larger and larger and larger. Then one of your onyx, and then go smaller and smaller, and have a really nice cuff bracelet. That look amazing, wouldn't it?
That sounds pretty awesome. I'll show it to you with the quartzite as an idea. Loving
I love that idea actually.
Yeah?
I've got it pictured in my mind what it would look like.
Ooh,
Incredible.
loving it. Right, I'll let you get back to the demonstration, and then we'll fit in one more treat before a short break.
I managed to do my 7. That's ace. Now this is one of my favourite techniques, which is the silver.
Oh,
this
earrings?
No, the bracelet. Next
This
one,
one
that's
here?
it. Yep.
Fabulous.
Now I've called this back-to-back knot, but it's also known as the shark's jawbone, which doesn't sound as romantic as back-to-back, does it? Shark's jawbone doesn't sound best. Are you going to look after these again?
Well, sorry, I had an onyx strand to look after for a second. Forgive me. Need a sticky mat.
Okay, so again, this is just beautiful, and I haven't incorporated this type with beads before, and it works so well. I'm really pleased with how this came out. So I'm going to go for white and the grey, and I'm going to use the hematite this time instead of the pyrite, just to see how it looks. So exactly the same. We've got our holding cord, which is 3 times the length of the macramé board, or 27 inches, folded in half. We've made our little loop as we did in the previous demo, and now I've got my 5 square knots with my S-lon. Okay, so at this point we pop our 2 S-lon cords in to our paracord, so we've got in separate 2 channels. Then we take our grey cord. Now this will have to be your 8 feet, which it does sound a lot, but it does eat a lot of cord, these knots. Thread underneath all 4, so that's your 2 S-lon plus your 2 paracord.
It does look gorgeous though.
Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to start our square knots to cover the S-lon that we put at the top, which we were going to do with the earlier demo. So as you can see, if you start right at the top, it covers your holding cord, so nobody will know how your beads are being held into your bracelet.
Ah,
Okay.
surprise!
So we do a full square knot at the top. Okay, so that's a nice finish to the base of your loop, and also hides your S-lon cord. Okay, so we're going to do our first side. Okay, so we're going to take our black S-lon from the left side, and we're going to pop on one of our hematites. Okay, like so. So pop that to the top, and then reattach your cord at the bottom in your paracord slot. Okay. Now this is quite a different knot because you do 2 sides. So we take our left cord, okay, make sure that's nice and tight, and we go over and under. So over the first 2, under the second 2, and with your other cord, go over the first 2, under the second 2, up through the loop. Okay, so basically it's a simple square knot, but you've got 2 lasers that you're going through, not 1. And then when you pull, just manipulate your bead so it sits on the top, like so. And then take the S-lon that's coming out of the bead and just pull nice and tight. Okay, so it sits in. Now we do the right hand side. So we take another bead. Thank you. Let's pop that on there. Again, just pop it on the top of the channel. Pop the S-lon back in the slot at the bottom, make sure it's nice and tight. So we go over the top 2, the first 2, under the second 2. And on the left side, we go over the first 2, under the second 2, and up through the loop. Okay, and then when we pull nice and tight, again, just manipulate that bead, pull your S-lon so it sits nice and tight in the slot. And if I could have the next bead, thank you. And you just repeat this process. Okay, so pop that on there, take it to the top of your board there. Bring your S-lon into the slot so it sits nice and snugly. Left hand cord this time. Go over the first 2, under the second 2. And then with your right hand cord, over the first 2, under the second, and up through the loop at at the top. Okay, and then when you pull, take the S-lon that the bead is coming from and just pull nice and tight so it sits in position. And then we're on the right hand side. I'll make this the last one. Okay, we pop on the bead. Well, my very, very glamorous assistant. I put a post on Facebook this morning about today's show, and I said I was being joined by the beautiful Ali.
I thought that
Did you
was
see
lovely.
that?
Yeah, I was surprised actually.
Are we?
Yeah,
Oh.
well, last time, what was it?
We're not going to talk about that again.
All right, okay.
No. Okay, so with the right we're going to go so over the first two, under the second, and then with your left cord over the first two, under the second, up through the loop. Okay, like so. Make sure that cord's nice and tight. And then when you get to the length of your bracelet, you just take your two cords and you do a basic square knot, as we did at the top. So left hand side and then your right hand side. Okay, like so. What you should have done, sorry, I do apologise, is before you do your last square knot, use your S-lons to do your 5 square knots, then pop the grey paracord on the top, so you've hidden the black cord underneath again. Take your cords away, cut your paracord, melt it with a cigarette lighter, melt the ends so it sits nice and flush, and then your lanyard knot at the bottom, which we've done on the back there. So you can imagine that we're using the pyrite and the hematite mixed. You can mix both of them together as well if you wanted to.
Ooh.
So you can't see any S-lon anywhere on that bracelet. It looks as though the beads are floating, doesn't it?
Yep.
Very clever. Really, really nice technique. So if you want to do the basic paracord, it's the shark's jawbone or the back-to-back, and all we've done is you just incorporate. And what I'm trying to work out, because we're in the planning stages of our next paracord DVD, I think the first one's being launched very soon, the basic beginners. So for the following DVD, we're going to have a bead incorporating DVD as well. So it's just really going to progress really quickly. Really pleased. It's quite exciting. It's quite exciting.
Exciting times indeed.
Yeah.
So that's 7 demonstration marks done instead of 6.
Brill.
Superstar. We have some toggles for you that I've just found. We're going to do these now. Let's do it. We're going to have a really, really short break after these. But before we do that, how about we honour the lowest ever price? Should we?
Yes, I think so.
Now, 100, is that 100 of each component, or is that 100 toggle clasps in total? You think it's 100 clasps in total? See, I'm not so sure about us. I reckon it might be 200 toggle components and 100 clasps. Definitely. 100 of each piece, that's 200. Told you. 200 pieces, 100 toggles, clasps. See, I knew I wouldn't believe that. On the screen, it makes you think you only get 100.
Oh, I see what you mean.
You get
So
200 pieces.
Of which a piece is a complete toggle.
Yeah.
Right, I get
So
you.
it depends how you want to look on it. I look at it as that's a piece. Oops.
Yes.
And then the round end is your other piece. But we've looked at it as in a
Yes.
full clasp as a toggle.
Okay.
See?
Brilliant.
How would you look at it? When
No.
it says pieces, would you think, well, I've got 50 of each?
Yes, I would.
Nah, 100 of
you're
each, giving you 100 toggles. So 200 pieces, 100 toggle clasps. Are you ready to own them? Oh, there's a cheeky example of a toggle and a clasp. Or a toggle, sorry, and a bolt ring and a T-bar.
I would keep all the T-bars for cufflinks, and then I would make chain using all the toggles by incorporating
Would
a jump
you?
ring in between the small and the large loops.
Good idea, I like it. Do you like it? Would you use them for cufflinks too?
Yeah. And I said I'd keep the bars solely for cufflinks, and then use the toggles for chain.
Sorry, is that what you said? Forgive me, I had
That's
Kimbo
all right.
telling
No,
me
that's
that... what was Kimbo telling me? I've forgotten what she was telling me now. It must have been really
Sorry.
informative. No, I apologise. I heard the end part, then I missed the cufflink part. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, the colour. Antique bronze-wise, we don't have that many antique bronze-wise toggle clasps.
No.
So while they're here, try and get them. Sorry, I've got the packs behind me. So should be at £14.95.
Wow. Oh, should be.
Yeah, that's not our price.
Okay.
Because there's all your toggles, and then you've got a whole bag of all your. Oh, turn it around. Sorry. And you get your whole bag of all your your T-bars and your toggles, however you wish to know them. $7.95 for 200 pieces, 100 clasps. It's not even 10 pennies a clasp.
No. I mean, $7.95 for all that bag of T-bars for your cufflinks, I think is amazing.
So it's 100, that could be 50 pairs of cufflinks you can make for $7.95, not to mention these.
Because you've got the T-bar, you see, on the inside of the cuff, you're not using beads.
Yes.
So you're saving your gemstones as well. Wow, that's a brilliant price.
$7.95. You loving it or you loving it? Do 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 do.
I'm loving it.
We got you singing twice in one day, Mark. It is, isn't it? Change is coming. Lots and lots of you on the phone lines and the web. Check it out as and when you can. I have those brand new treats that arrived by our Steve. Oh yes, you might not have got to see them yet. One of them incorporated rose quartz faceted drops. Coming up on the other side of a very, very short break. We've also got some amethyst chain, sterling silver, maybe another nugget bundle, if you can handle it, as well as Mark's challenge. Lots and lots to come on the other side of a very short break. If you've got these in your basket or thinking about phoning for them, do add them to your order or start an order. It's only £2.95, £2.95 in the UK and Northern Ireland for as much as you want in any one day. Try and check it out as and when you can, and we will see you on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Come and join guest designer Mark Smith for his Macramé workshop. You'll learn all the essential techniques and knotting formations to create many very popular designs. You'll learn the square stitch, twist stitch, the slip knot and many more. This course includes a selection of hemp cord, a selection of gemstones, a reel of wire, use of all relevant tools, a buffet style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio, a visit to our museum, and you'll make a visit to the JewelleryMaker shop. You'll also take home 6 of your very own designs for just $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
JewelleryMaker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Okay, today I've been on the wire macrame workshop with Mark Smith. Been an absolutely brilliant day. Found loads of new techniques that I haven't done before with wire and macrame, and we've made quite a few different items of jewellery to take away. It's been a real good experience. Great teacher, very patient with us, and we've been having a good laugh. I've done a bit of normal macrame with your satin cords and that, but with the wire it's a totally new aspect for me, and I've found it absolutely amazing.
Come and join JewelleryMaker on Facebook and get involved with over 50,000 people who have liked us. You'll get up-to-date information about our channel from the latest images of designs by our fantastic guests, gossip on what is coming up in the shows and the newest information on our workshops. You can get in contact with jewellery makers all over the world and get some fantastic hints and tips. Simply search JewelleryMaker in the search box or go to facebook.com/JewelleryMaker UK and you're there. You don't even need to have a Facebook account. We can't wait to see you there. JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Join our guest designer Mark Smith on his Makes for Men DVD. You'll experience many different techniques specifically designed for creating men's jewellery. This DVD will cover how to make a slip knot, railroad bracelet, metal with leather techniques, cufflinks, a wraparound bracelet and a ball chain bracelet. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service, and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews.
Join guest designer Debbie Kershaw for the introduction to stamping DVD. Debbie will guide you through many techniques including basic stamping, spacing, multiple wording, stamping onto metal blanks and polymer clay. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
This is one of the most amazing, did I mention amazing treats of the day. If you've ever seen this style of chain before and you've fallen in love with it, but you've maybe thought, I haven't really set money aside for it yet, don't worry about it. You don't need to have. Oh no, this amethyst chain in sterling silver is going to be so popular. There are 91 in stock. And it's going to be so affordable. I believe it to be the most affordable amethyst chain in sterling silver I've ever offered you on JewelleryMaker. I genuinely do. When you see it, you're going to want it. It's brand new to me. Oh my goodness gracious me. These are already being allocated on the web. You will not Adam and Eve the price we're going to go to. They are going so low. Good. And look at this. You've got a 925 sterling silver TGGC stamp. If you're looking at that thinking, great, what's TGGC? It stands for the Genuine Gemstone Company. It's who we are. It's what we're part of. This is a brand new treat, as I mentioned. How much would you expect for sterling silver wrapped chain with amethysts? It's been seen before, but it's brand new with me and the mid-show. I've never brought it to you in the mid-show. What do you think? What would you be happy with?
£45?
True! 10 carats, it's 50 centimetres. If I could get you 3 for that price, would you be happy?
Yes.
If I could get you 3.5 for that price?
Really? Really?
I would try and advise you to call me. Eva in Cumbria is through. There seems to be some sort of struggle on the web, or just nobody's checked out. I'm not entirely sure why. I think there must be some web sort of problem. I'm going to try and direct you to the phone lines. If you can call us, 0800 644 655 is a free phone number in a UK landline, Northern Ireland. I'm hoping you're joining me from somewhere that has a landline. So if you are joining us via the web, hopefully if there's a phone you can call me on that. I'm so sorry to ask you to do that, but unfortunately it only seems to be phone callers that are coming through. There are 91, don't worry. Kimbo's on the phone to the IT department. They're going to get it sorted. So if you are experiencing any problems on the web, call us. It's a free phone number from a UK landline. I'm sorry if that's going to cause you any inconvenience at all. The contact centre are superb. They are there. They've been there all day waiting and ready and waiting to take your calls. But it's the same customer number that you would normally join us on the web. That's the same number. It doesn't change. You don't need to set up any passwords. It's just the same. Just speak to the contact centre, give them your customer number, and they can get that allocated for you just almost as swiftly as on the web. And as I say, sorry if it's any inconvenience, but at this moment in time, for some reason, it's not letting you check it out of your web baskets. Yvonne, Elizabeth, Andrea, Audrey, the IT team are on it. We'll try and fix it as soon as we can. But if that doesn't happen in the time that this is available for you, if it sells out before then there's nothing I can do. So please try and call us. You can call us from a mobile phone, you can, but you will get charged. Of course, it's an 0800 number, but free from a landline in the UK and Northern Ireland. If you're anywhere else in the world, I sincerely apologise. This is coming in with Maureen getting 2. So many of you coming through the phone. $11.95, Mark Smith. Did you think I was kidding?
Nowhere near. That's incredible, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. It's amazing, isn't it? Oh, wowza. This is the original launch price, only $11.95. Oh my goodness gracious me. What a treat. The fact that you're getting the launch price is magnificent. Now, as I say, we are working on those web baskets, checking out. I'm so sorry about the technical difficulty. I don't know what it is. The contact centre, are they available on the phone lines? I appreciate if you can only join me in the web, then that's not going to help you. But if you want to join us in any other, if you can, on the phone lines, it's the only way it seems to be getting through at this moment in time. We're trying to get the web fixed. I don't know how long it's going to take. It may take a couple of minutes. I don't know what's wrong, so I would be incorrect to try and advise you as to how long that would take. But if you have got access to a landline, there is still stock. Don't worry. Don't worry. You've not missed out on the web yet. I say yet as if I think you're going to. I hope you don't. I really hope you don't. And will I leave this? Will I? Will I stick with it? What I'll do is I'll bring you another brand new treat. And I'll give time for anyone who's maybe not getting this on the web, maybe to find a phone, or pay phone. It should be free, right? So UK landline. Are there pay phones in the streets these days anymore? In my street, they've changed it from a pay phone. It's not a pay phone anymore. It's a cash point.
How weird. I don't think can't remember the last time I saw a proper telephone box, actually.
Expect everyone to have mobile phones these days. Have a looky here. This is brand new. What do you think? Move my hand behind it. You see, it's a very, very gorgeous pastel rose quartz. Six by 5mm in your faceted drops. And I believe they may slightly graduate. These are your rose quartz, but you don't just get rose quartz. You're going to get green amethyst and smoky quartz in the same shape. This is delightful. Wait till you see these. Now, the green amethyst is slightly larger. I don't have any dimensions on this. I'm really sorry. And I don't know if I have the entire carat weight either. But we'll have a look. It's literally just arrived within the past hour. So you will need to be quick on this one. Oh, it is a total of 95 carats, 25 carats in your green amethyst or prasiolite, 35 carats in both the smoky quartz and the rose quartz. There's a variety of sizes. You can see the smoky quartz is a really sizable one in the middle. 6 by 5mm to 10 by 6mm, and they're all 18 centimetres. Gems of distinction with their tassels on the end. Mark, what do you think?
Sorry.
They're a collection, yeah, they're brand new. They've just arrived today as a special collection. What do you think?
I was astounded at the quality of the smoky quartz, the rose quartz, but having the other two added as well. They're incredible.
They're called Shades of Nature. It's the first time I've brought you this sort of selection. They've all got their tassels on the end. They've all got this sort of coiled spacer in between. They're all totally genuine. They're all genuine gems.
I would definitely use all three in one piece of jewellery.
Do you think?
I think they work so well together, don't they?
Now, I know it's a tough question to kind of put on you, but as a guesstimate, you can't be wrong.
Okay.
Per strand, what would you kind of think of? Or even a total, whichever you would think of first.
I would go...
And it's not a trick, you can't be wrong.
Okay. I would go for all three, I would go, should have price, if we're going to play that game, I would go for £45.
For the three?
For the three. JewelleryMaker price, I would, because I know how Dion... Because
it is a launch, yeah.
I know how Dion and Kim work, I would take that down to £35. And I think that would be amazing.
£35 for the three?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Kim, can we do that?
Oh, I don't want to get in trouble if I've...
Can I do half of that? My maths isn't superb. £17.95 for the three? You're big.
Really? No, really.
Really, I promise. To apologise for the problems on the website, we've taken this to £17.95. It's a huge apology. I appreciate if you're joining me on the phone line, you can just take advantage of it. It's here nor there for you. But on the web, if you were trying to get through on the website on the previous opportunity or for this, it's currently, I don't believe it's fixed as yet. Join me on the web. 0800 644 655 is the... Ah!
I would pay that for that strand of green amethyst.
Yeah, on its own.
Because we often see strands like that on their own, don't we, for that sort of price, every day of the week. So why are we doing all 3?
Purely as an apology. Purely as an apology because the web's down. The website's broken. If the website was working, we wouldn't be at $17.95, I don't think.
Wow, that's brilliant.
Probably be closer to your 30 odd pounds. But these things happen. We need to say thank you. We need to apologise. For me, an apology is always more sincere when you say it and when you mean it. But you can say things and words are great. But I think it's better to show.
Yes, yes.
Do you not think it's better to show an apology rather than to just say, yeah, anyone can say they're sorry, but do they really mean it? Yeah, well, we do. We're taking these to $17.95 as a huge thank you, but a sincere apology for our website not currently working at this moment in time. Well, I believe the feed is right. You can watch the show, but it's just for some reason there seems to be a slight problem with the basket and the checking out process. So if you can join me on the web, on the phone lines, 0800 644 655. It might be I've still not got any information on my screens, but I believe they may be starting to check out slowly on the web. Some are checking out now. Oh, yeah. I've had Dawn manage to get through the web. They may have fixed it. How quick was that? What, a couple of minutes? We have got a superb IT team. Right, take the apology back. Right, let's $17.95's too low. Put it back up. £30. No. No. That was a pretty quick fix, wasn't it?
Wow.
Oh, so if you haven't yet got the amethyst and it was in your basket, you can check that out. That would be lovely with the green amethyst, the Praisiolite, of course, but also the amethyst. Lovely with the rose quartz and the smoky quartz. We'll put the graphics back in for the amethyst as well. If you missed it or if you hadn't yet checked it out, I appreciate that. Well, it wasn't letting you check out, so it wasn't not for wanting or trying, but we'll put the amethyst in there as well. So you can join me on the phones or the web, whether you want the special selection or colours of nature, or whether you're after the amethyst, or both, to be fair. I think they would both be quite lovely together. Do you think, Mark?
Well, the money you've saved on the 3 would pay for the 4th, I think.
Yeah.
Easily. I like amethyst and smoky quartz together. I think that's quite a nice mix.
Yeah, I love that. Kind of Versailles and the Chi. Love their amethyst and sort of tiger's eye smoky quartzes. So there's the chain. It went to an outstanding $11.95. Still struggling to get my head around it. Earlier we had this chain. I don't know if there's any left. Is that sold out? I love that. No, it's gone.
It's gone, is it?
Oh yeah, totally sold out.
Wow.
The abalone, is that gone as well? That would look lovely with them all. How many? Oh, I've got some left of the abalone. Not counting those in baskets. I'll recap it. If there's anything left, I'll recap it for you, alrighty? Check those out. What a treat. Right, I can't believe that. What a brand new treat. How amazing is that? I'm so sorry about that, but hopefully the apology made up for it, and hopefully you managed to get it now anyway. Right, jumping into, in which box? In the 1 o'clock hour. Woo! Woo!
Is that fluorite again?
Yep. Massive.
It's like a bus, isn't it? It's like
2
buses.
strands.
It's like buses, fluorite, isn't it, with us?
It's difficult to try and get a hold of them, and in quality on occasion. As you suggested, we've managed to get a great find.
That's amazing. Well, I'm a happy bunny.
Clearly taking advantage of it.
I know, yep.
Brilliant. Wunderbar. Love it. What are you loving, Kimbo? Kimbo is loving the technology team, IT team. They are brilliant. We're talking to Wayne. I love Wayne. Wayne's brilliant. Not that the other set of the team aren't brilliant. I just maybe don't know them all. They don't work in our building, so we don't get to meet them all.
That's another strand we don't see very often, is it? Botswana agate.
Nope. Botswana agate's in there, as well as 3 strands of your blue chalcedony, 2 strands of your amethyst. In fact, I'm going to put them with your fluorite together because I think they look lovely together.
I can definitely see hints of yellow in that amethyst from over here. Yeah. I love the multicolour moonstone as well. Oh, I'm just loving this.
Love, 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 love. The shape's quite lovely, aren't they? They're like sort of ovalies and drops and pairs of nuggets. Ooh, the moonstone is amazing. Oh, I want that. Can you see that there? Natural beauty of a labradorite, of a moonstone. It's actually quite reminiscent to your sunstone, the peaches in there shimmering in there. Oh, wunderbar. Right. Have you got a favourite strand on here? Did you get the fluorites earlier? Do you wish to mix them with the rounds? The amethyst, I can't believe you're getting 4 strands of chalcedony. These are superb. What do you fancy? All of them? Good, you get them all. 12 strands, they are very low in stock, hence we've written that and it's in capital letters, just in case you weren't sure. You've got a huge array of fancy jasper, lavender, amethyst, orange and grey moonstone. Orange and grey? When has moonstone ever been called orange and grey? Peach moonstone, and I'm going to go for silver moon, orange and grey. Someone was having a miserable day when they named that, didn't they? Orange and grey. Botswana agate, purples and yellow quartz, lapis lazuli, orange quartzite, multicolour fluorite, and blue chalcedony. Boom, boom, shake, shake the room. Loving it or loving it? Now our previous nugget bundles I think have all probably sold out. We had a 25 strand, we had a 15 strand, this is the final one. It's a 12 strand nugget bundle, should be £45 and 40p. But it's down to £35, $34.95. Ooh-ga, that's the way, we like it, How many carats can I offer you? How many is that? Whoa, 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 what do you mean again? You can't take it to less than £2.50 a strand. You can't even get a 99p ice cream anymore like that. They're £3. Kimbo! $29.95 for 12 strands. She's having a giraffe. 150 carats of jasper, 150 carats of lavender amethyst, 150 carats of peach and grey moonstone, 180 carats of purple and yellow quartz, 200 carats of Botswana agate, 200 carats of orange quartzite, 250 carats of lapis lazuli, 3 quantities of 180 carats of your chalcedony, and then 2 of your 230 carat strands of fluorite. It's all there. What a treat. So check him out while you can. Lots of interested on the Wibbly Wobbly web. 0800 644 655. So if you're on the phone lines or if you're on the web, I've got some Keshi pearls for you now, so try and check these as and when you can. Oh my gosh! How many? Oh, I put that in the wrong nugget, but I think that's the right one. Ah, nuggets galore! These are amazing! Ah, they're like little pillows, pearl pillows. These are totally natural. It must be. Look at the quality and the orient of these. Greens and pinks and purples and lilacs and blues. Ultraviolet tones. These are magnificent. Oh, the luster is amazing. These are totally natural. I'm in love. Oh, head over heels for these. Look at the quality. Top drilled 8x6mm to 12x7mm. They graduate in size. They are dreamy. And they're magnificent. And I love them. Wow. Love or love. Mark, do you love them?
Absolutely stunning.
You have got probably one of the best orients we've ever offered in a pearl, in a Keshi pearl. Well, that doesn't even slightly show it. They just all look a block colour there. Bah. Can we have a look at the... Sorry, Tom, to ask you, but can we look really close on these and see if it comes across? Because these are iridescent. These are just magnificent. The orient is out of this world. Can you see the purples and the pinks and the greens and the limes? You can't. You need to get these home. Possibly one of the best orients we've ever seen. Coral, I want you to look at these with your own naked eye, and I want you to remember this is the best quality orient. You can come and have a look. When you see a pearl, you want it to look like this, okay? Can you see all the colours?
Yeah.
That's natural, and that's the best we've had, best I've seen. Never forget, this is what you want to look for. This, for me, is a textbook example of what a perfect orient is in a pearl. Whoa! I'm in love. Price point wise, no idea. But $11.95. Hand on heart, I believe this to be, if not the best, one of the best qualities in an orient and a pearl I've ever seen. I don't know what that was. That was me making a noise because I'm excited, because that's what I do. When I'm, well, you know what I'm like, Mark. When I'm excited, I make noises.
You do.
What do you do when you're excited? Do you make a noise, or do you go ooh, or do you signal to your friend to make them buy one?
I tend to hum.
Do you hum?
Yeah, I hum a lot. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, if I'm cooking, I'm stood at the cooker and I go all the time. Yeah, it's silly, isn't it?
No, I can't say anything. I'm sitting going, I love them. They're amazing. Did I mention they were amazing? I need these in my life. Oh, I need them.
If you were a pearl, this would be you.
If I could be a pearl and that could be me, I would be over the moon. Thank you, Mark. That makes me feel very special. I have to move on. I don't want to move on. I want to keep these. I'm putting them on my lap. I'm keeping them. Box 2. Oh, these are huge. Ooh, hello. How you doing? Yeah, and I do tend to chat up jewellery, so if it, or gemstones, is the first time you've watched, I apologise.
You don't kiss yours though, do you?
No, I definitely don't kiss it. Who kisses it again? Lucy. Yeah, no, I wouldn't kiss it. Probably because I've been concerned because I'd have some sort of lip gloss on and I wouldn't want to get it on it. And some sort of Vaseline. Other petroleum jellies are available. Can't think of any.
I'll ask you a non-jewellery making question in a minute.
Uh-oh. Okay. A life question?
Yep.
Do I know the answer?
Well, I hope you do.
So do I. Go on.
When you're on holiday...
You wanted me there. You did a cough like
I did. When you're on holiday,
serious.
Who's looking after Bunny when you're on
parents,
holiday?
my mum and dad.
Oh, okay.
Why? Did you want to look after
I was just
Bunny?
going to offer, that was all.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're so kind.
Yeah. Well, I miss the guinea pigs, you see, so it'd be nice to have... But never mind. Never mind. He's got a nice home to have a holiday as well.
That's ever so kind of you, Mark.
Okay.
Thank you.
But
Oh,
for
yeah,
future reference,
thank you.
because you've got to drive him all the way up there, haven't you now?
I do.
And I'm only an hour down the road. But for future reference...
I've got a bunny sitting.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Joey would love that. He won't want to come back. Aww.
Okay.
I'm glad I knew the answer to that question. Right. Good job on planning day, could you imagine? Well, no, well then you could, of course. But I'd look like a bad mum, wouldn't I? Of a rabbit. Anyway, Gillian and Janine are in already. Baroque pearls. What does that mean? What do you think it means? It means it has a flat bottom and an amazing shape. So it means it's perfect for rings, great for sitting in bracelets, lovely to have in the décolletage because one side is always going to be flat. It's a bit handy, isn't it? But the shape could be anything. Any shape. But one side, if I turn it around, can you see it's always flat? Oh, don't say that. I've just been told these should be
No.
£99.95. Nope, £99.95. Kimbo! Did you do a wee dance there, Matt? What was that? What was that you just did? You should have taken it down from £9.95. No! Kimbo, the price is far too low, Kimbo. We're gonna lose the show, Kimbo.
Oh, I know what you're singing now.
The price is far too low, Kimbo.
I'm sure it didn't sound like that when you sang it earlier.
What?
The tune to the Kimbo song.
Yeah.
I didn't recognise it earlier.
Oh, did you not?
No.
My bad singing then. Of my own song. But it's not really my own song, it's probably copyrighted. I should probably sing it out of tune every 9 notes or every 10 notes,
yeah.
is it, to make sure it's not copyrighted? Kimbo, where the price is low, Kimbo.
I like that.
It's the original. And what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's £6.95 for some of the biggest pearls I think we've offered. 10mm by 9mm at £6.95. Oh me, oh my. This is how we do it. It's not Friday night, but it's okay because it's £6.95. You probably pay that to get into a discotheque these days. £6.95, wouldn't you? Discotheque, the disco, you know. Yeah. How much is it to get into a club?
I've never been to a nightclub.
Have you?
No,
Never
in my
even
entire
tried
life.
a cheeky discotheque?
No.
Never?
No,
It's
no.
never appealed?
Jenny's always threatening to take me out for the night.
Really?
Is that a good idea?
I've no idea. I've never been out with Jenny. I'd love to. It's not that I would want to. We haven't been out yet. £6.95 on an average night out. Kimbo, you would spend how much to go in a nightclub? £10 minimum? What? To get into a club?
Just to get in?
Yeah, just to get in. It doesn't give you a drink or anything.
Oh my gosh.
Just to walk over a door. Well, not over the door, but in through the door. Threshold. I was out the other evening in a place called Leamington Spa, and there was a discotheque there. And
Really?
the people I was with were going to the discotheque, and the man wanted me to meet outside for 20 minutes in the rain. And I was thinking, okay.
Why?
Really? I waited.
Did you get asked for ID?
No.
Oh. I would have asked
And
you.
I went inside after waiting my 15-20 minutes, saw a few girls standing on what was meant to be seats, I think, or tables, and it looked pretty empty, and I turned around and walked back out. And the man went, oh, you waited that long? I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna spend any more time on the floor, on the dance floor. You know when your feet stick to the floor when you walk in? And I'm thinking, I don't want to be here. So I left.
Oh no.
No. If my feet stick to the floor when I try and walk in the front door, I know it's not a place for me. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I know it's time for me to turn around and walk back out.
Wow.
Emeralds! As well as the man next to me in the queue kept singing Spandau Ballet to me. Gold!
There's nothing wrong with Spandau.
No, I know I went to see them in the concert, but I just thought we had far too much in common. 3 and 4 o'clock. I'm sure I can't find. Right. Ah! Do you know what's difficult? It's because I can't see what hour the boxes are. Because they're in front of them. They're at the front, but I'm looking above. Emeralds! 2 by 1 mil to 6 by 3 mil, 18 centimetres. Woohoo! So, faceted emerald rondelles. Lustrous as you like. What would you like to have with your emeralds? What would you want to put them with? Have them on their own? This is a real emerald strand. If you've just tuned in for the first time, you might think this is a bit bizarre. You might think this is a joke. You may think that's not real pearls you've just had and that can't genuinely be emeralds, but it really, seriously, totally honestly, 100% is a real strand of emeralds. Got lots of emeralds on here. I might even do a cheeky wee count for you. It's an 18 centimetre length. 25 carats is your carat weight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Gosh. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, they're getting even bigger. I think that's 30 am I on now? Or was I already on 30? No, I think that's 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 40. Whew. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 50, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 60, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 70, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 80, 2, 3. Roughly 83 emeralds. And a wee message in from Emily in the West Midlands regarding this strand. Ooh, I love the variety of greens in this. I'm in love. With the kiss at the end, you have got approximately 83 emeralds. Now don't quote me on that, we'll guarantee a carat weight. You might get 1 or 2 bigger ones in the middle, which therefore might mean you get less because you've got bigger carat weight, bigger size ones in the middle. Should be looking at under £50. £49.95 would you suggest maybe? £35. 34.95, but I like big butts, and again I'd lie. You well the prices can't deny. When Kim comes in with a price crash button, she drops that price real low, she goes low. You don't like that, Mark? That was a face of real disgust there. That was,
that rapping? Was that rapping?
I don't know.
Hip hop or something? I don't know.
To the hip hop. Hibbity hop, I can't remember what the words are. I sang that once in the Late Show for a whole show. Were you with me that night?
I think I was.
And everybody thought I'd made the song up, bar one very reliable viewer who messaged in and said, yeah, it genuinely is a song.
That's right, I remember that. Yeah.
$29.95. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you sitting at the edge of your seat? So £30. What do you think? Look at Matt. Matt is just staring at me, thinking, Ali, just stop. Just can you just stop? I'm sorry, Matt, you're not loving it. You are loving it. You actually look quite convincing there. £29.95. I don't know how you're doing these price points, Kim. Am I just distracting you? Is that what's happening? I'm distracting you, so you're dropping the price. Do you know how to get the luster back into your emeralds after years and years? If you lose the luster, what do? You ever heard of baby oil? You ever heated it a little bit in the microwave for a wee 10 seconds? Rub it on your emeralds. It has the exact same refractive index as an emerald, so if you lack luster in an emerald, rub it over your emerald and it'll bring the luster back. Don't do it with any other gemstone because it will not work, because no other gemstone that I'm aware of has the exact same RI as an emerald, but baby oil and emeralds can work together. But you don't need to do it now because it's got its luster, but that's years time. Right, number 1, did you say? 5. Red jasper flowers. Oh, that's easier. But they're really far away. Oh, hello. How are you doing? These almost look like sort of mahogany wood. These look lovely. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, sorry. 27, I believe. Oh, I got excited. I thought it was going to be for me. Coral's got a delivery. Who was that from? Steve, in his fluorescent jacket. Exciting times. 27 flowers approximately, which could result into your 12 pairs of earrings. 14 pairs of earrings, forgive me. And then, oh no, hold on. 20. No. Why can't I work that out in my head?
How many?
13 pairs of earrings, there we go, 27. 1 left over. Within the grooves in these, the 5 petal grooves that you've got marked, would these work with macrame? Would that
be lovely?
Yeah?
Absolutely beautiful, yeah. Because they sit nice and proud, wouldn't they?
Mm.
Lovely.
And you could also prong set these as well with a little bit of your wire with the grooves.
I like rosary linking with 5 petals, because one side you've got the hole at the top of a petal, and directly underneath you've got the hole in the petal.
Yeah, in the middle.
You get a really nice effect. Beautiful.
Lots of these are being allocated already on the phone lines and on the web, actually. And Rhonda Kynan Taff, I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I met a lady once, not just one lady from Wales, but I met a particular lady who was trying to explain to me. She said, oh, you said it on the show and this is how you pronounce it. So I hope I've managed to keep true to what she said and I'm still pronouncing it right. That was about 5 years ago. Hope I've said that right. I'm not sure how I used to pronounce it, but Rhondda Cynon Taf is how I believe it's supposed to be pronounced. If not, forgive me. Newport's in, Manchester's with me. How low can we go? Ooh! How much would you charge for a pair of earrings? £5? £7?
£5.
£5?
Yep.
For 2. And you've got 27. Yeah, of course you've got your other findings to think about. But at that price point, how low can you go? What are, please, Kimbo? Oh, I think I found it. Ooh, hello. Look at these. These are amazing labradorites. I'll leave the jasper with you. That jasper is stunning quality. Wait till you get that home. You're going to love that. Lovely. Right, so labradorite for you. The green's in there, the blue's in there, the beautiful yellows. Wait till you see. Can you see? These are the final 11 in stock. Oops, sorry. It was hard to reach the box without moving my hand. 9 spaces left. These are being allocated quickly. Look at the yellows coming through here. Oh, price straight in. Is that all? £9.95. Give it to me. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number in the UK landlines in Northern Ireland, or the website, which is being fixed. It was only broken, I think, for one opportunity and halfway through another, and then it got fixed. Our IT team are on it. They are hot and they are fabulous. I don't mean looking. I don't know what they look like, but I just mean hot on their efficiency. Oh dear, what have I got myself into? Oh, actually, no, I haven't it, Wayne. Ah, yeah, they're hot. Okay. I have to. Oh no! Ah! Give me a spade, Matt. I'm digging. Sorry? What do you mean if the website breaks? It's because what I said? I just said they were hot. Oh, I got some keys. I got secret. Oh, I've got the words on my fancy keys. Jim holds keys. I got secret, love, dreams. Don't know what that said. Life, memory, journey, and heart. What does that say? Heart. Oh, it's hard to read them upside down and back to front. Loving these keys. Mark, have you seen these before?
They're ace, aren't they? I think I've seen Sammy and Frankie, all the steampunkers using these. They're ace, aren't they?
I haven't seen these keys before. Oh, well, before today. I saw them when they were coming up. I love them all. All of them, the words are written into the actual sort of main part of the key, the larger part, apart from the journey key, which is written alongside, so you maybe want that one sideways. They're actually the size of real keys, though, which is what I like. They're not sort of tiny versions. They are real key sizes. Oh, I love these. I need these in my life. I love sort of symbolic things. If you go to the shops these days, I was having a look at all the big pictures and prints, and it's always sort of love and hope and happiness and heartfelt joy and all this. I like it. Do you not like it, Mark?
It's just the way you said it. I wasn't quite sure where you were going with that.
What do you mean?
You sound as though you were going to diss it rather than...
No, I love it.
Like it.
I love it. They're all giggling and they're saying, oh, Mark sounds really cool. He said, diss it.
Sorry?
I don't know. They were saying you sounded really cool and really hip. Down with the kids.
Because I said diss.
Yeah, what's that short for?
Put down. Be negative about.
Yeah.
Diss it.
Oh. I've heard the word, but I can't think what it's short for.
I've never been called cool in my entire life.
Oh, well, they think you're cool.
Okay.
Tom's elevated you to cool status, apparently.
Oh.
When can I be elevated? When I say diss. So. Jim Holtz keys. Many of you will know the quality of Jim Holtz products. If you haven't tried them before, we'll give them a wee go. A collection of keys with engraved words is what it says in the back, so kind of stating the obvious. £6.95p. Do you know how much it is to get a lock replaced? More than £6.95p, I tell you. Not that these replace locks. But yeah, loving it. I love the size of them. I love that you could just add them on to any of your jewellery, whether you want to make it steampunk or not, whether you've been into steampunk yourself or not. We're going to recap the macrame board. I'm in love with this. I want these keys. Can I dibs them? No. Even I know the rules of dibs, and I still tried to dibs them. Macrame board recap. How you doing? Hello. Make it, wake it, make it, wake it, make it, wear it, create it, share it. This is how we do it. Actually, I made up more words, didn't I, Mark?
You did. It's good though.
Create it, wear it, share it. I think we should have make it. Make it, create it. Well, make it and create it is the same thing, isn't it? Well, no, because you can create the idea, then you make the idea, then you wear it, and then you share it. Create it, make it, wear it, share it. Create it, make it, wear it, share it. Anyway, that's our logo. Nothing to do with the board, apart from it's written on the front of it. £39 by 29. Macramé, or macrame as I pronounce it. It's huge. But as we were mentioning earlier, you can make a variety of projects on here. It's an extra 14 in your inches, I believe. So it's 9 inches in the smaller board. This one goes up to 14.
That's right, absolutely. But if you tilt it to 45 degrees and go corner to corner, you can do 16 inches.
Boom.
Little tip there.
Are you ready? They've already been seen today at £9.95. I'm trying to work out what the price for the smaller one was.
Was it £7.95? £6.95?
£6.95? For a difference of a couple of pounds, you get the large one. Depends what you're working. I think it's good to have both.
Oh,
depending on what projects you're working on, you need, well, Mark has suggested if you're using lots of different media, as in lots of different threads, cords, paracords, beading threads, you're going to need different boards to carry each one, purely because it will change the gaps in the boards, and they become too big if you're using paracords for your beading threads and such. So good idea to get more than one if you can. But if you've got a small one, you might want a big one, and vice versa. But £9.95, try and get it before it goes. Abalone! I love abalone. You're getting a double-sided abalone strand, not just abalone on one side. Oh no, 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 not just one side. Do you like that, Mark?
I love working with you.
Do you?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, you're just good fun. It's nice. I'll elevate you to cool.
Yay! We like working with you too. Put me in vision while I'm munching a grape. Come on now. I had got away with it until you brought me back in vision. 10mm for you. Did you know I was munching on a grape, Mark?
Yeah.
Did you? No. Just one. To be fair, I've not eaten since my breakfast, so I think, well, a slice of watermelon halfway through. Well, I've been on the telly, haven't I? I'm not like you. I don't get to eat cheddars of the mini variety while I'm on a break. Sorry, Kimbo. 10mm in size. 38cm strand. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. I think these would look lovely with all of these. Amethyst rose quartz. As your fancy amethyst or prairie as you may know it, and then your gorgeous smoky quartz. The three of those we had earlier, they would work together gorgeously. The amethyst as well, look at that together. Wow, yeah. Abalone is genuine shell. You've doubled it up, otherwise it would be, well, you could call it totally natural because it's a natural shell, but we've doubled it up so you've got a shell on both sides, whereas the way the shell forms, you only usually get it, well, you only get it in the inside of the shell, you don't get it in the outside. And you can't see it when the shell's been, well, once you dive for the shell, you bring the shell up, you can't see that's inside the shell until you take the meat out of the shell, which is a delicacy. Apparently it tastes very lovely. £8.95. It looks gorgeous, and that's because it is. Enjoy it. I'm loving everything about these. Absolutely everything. Every time they arrive, they sell it. I've asked for us to get more. Whether we get it or not just depends on whether we can get hold of it. But at that price point, not every abalone looks like that. Some of them look a little bit more silvery. Whereas that gives you every colour. Recapping next on your fluorite. Oh, the rounds. 10mm round. We had a huge quantity. This was my new viewers deal for you for the day. Oh, wow. Totally genuine fluorite. 10mm round, the largest size we've had in faster drawn rounds ever. Last week we had the largest in the 8mm, and today we have matched the same price as the 8mm as a new viewer deal because we feel, well, just like it really. Whoopsie! So, with the size of them, they would work with what Mark managed to get the other week. You managed to get 5 for yourself plus another few from the lovely customers we have who took the time to get you some as well. So you've got 7 strands, is it in total?
12.
12 strands in total, forgive me. 5 yourself and then 7 from customers. And the 8mm, so at the 10mm size, if you haven't already got some, have you done your secret sign for this one, Mark?
No.
Have you not? Because you got 12 to work with.
Well, there'll be some when I get home.
So $6.95. I know. Enjoy it. Just enjoy it. What's the worst that can happen? Change your mind? Post them back? You can do that. Can't imagine you would, but you can. Totally natural. They fluoresce under ultraviolet light. It's a dream gem. We love it. We absolutely love them. And at that price point, are you ready to treat yourself? Oh yeah. 3 strands. I can't believe that you get all 3 of these strands. This is a brand new opportunity. Wait to see. Brand new. Oh, the finest quality of rose quartz when it glows from within. There are less than 30 opportunities available. It's brand new. It arrived today. Beaut of an amethyst strand. And then to finish it off, oh, hello. 3 strands for a price, well, all of them are less than the price of half of what you thought we would go for. Purely we had, now I just need to let you know if you're joining me now, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty earlier. I think it lasted the whole of about 3 minutes. Our IT service, our company, or our IT team are spectacular, and they managed to fix it within a few moments, probably about 5 moments I think was the max it took. But it was just before we did this opportunity, so we took this price as an apology for people being unable to log out in the web baskets. That's not the case now, because of course you can, but we have lots in web baskets that haven't been logged out or checked out. If you're thinking about it, do make sure to give yourself a treat. 0800 644 655, because at that price point, that was an apology price and a thank you price for bearing with us. So many of you managed to come through in the phone lines, but of course on the web, many of you do join us on the web every day. Mark, of course, our guest designer, he enjoys and joins us on the web as well. I would be all right because I'm a phoner. I love talking to people. I love phoning the contact centre. They're brilliant. I'm a nightmare though because I never have my card on me. I never remember what it's called. I'm terrible. And then I chat to them. So yeah, if you're ever waiting in a queue, it's probably someone like me talking to them. I apologise. So we have Challenge Mark. Mark, do you enjoy your challenge today?
It's good. I've done 4 pieces. But
Fab?
Yeah, I got masses left. But I made my cufflinks.
Oh, you do have masses left, actually.
Which is what I wanted to do, so I was really pleased with that.
Oh, so we had 3 strands. Let me show them to you. In fact, let me show you what Mark's made. Oh, I love them! They're really cool cufflinks.
I think it's lapis I picked out of the little box under here.
Yeah,
it might be lapis, is it? Or quartzite. Can't quite make out what they are.
I think they're maybe dark blue quartzite, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I love those.
And there are 4 or 5 different ways of making these cufflinks, but this is the really simple. It's just a bit of wire twisting at the back, and I've made a wrap loop.
So, oopsie, forgive me. What you can see there is them spinning around. So you get, no, it's not including this stone, so I'll just hide that for now. But I love that wrap loop that you've made, incorporating the blue agates, which is faceted of a 25 by 18mm. And you've chosen 2 which are really similar.
Yes, yeah. They're amazing, aren't
They're gorgeous. So you've got a pair of cufflinks, which we love. You've also got, now these are gorgeous. And simply just one of each.
Yep, just simply. And I've used the chain from the ribbon endings that we get in our findings packs. Just the perfect length for earring chain.
It's a stand that's lopsided, not Mark's Jewellery. Can I just point that out? Our stands, as you can see, we put the effort, well, if you look at the top of it against my hand, you can see we put our effort into the quality of the gemstones as opposed to the quality of the stands. No disrespect to our moustache stands, but yeah, I did just diss them. I know, did I get in the cool club? Am I in the cool club? Yes! I planned that for it, I didn't really. I love it, Mark.
It's perfect because colour for antique bronze, isn't it? It's just so nice.
Oh, that really is. I love those. And then it makes me think of the leaves on the apples.
Yes, yes.
Oh, and then this, hello, everyone in the gallery's gone, he's made loads.
Looking at this, I think I'd have made the tassel longer. It doesn't sit quite
okay.
right, but so I'd probably make the tassel twice as long, or take off the two top blue stones and lift the necklace maybe. It just looks a bit out of kilter, doesn't it?
So you might make it shorter.
Yeah, see that looks better with a smaller tassel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm happy with that. See, isn't that funny? It looks perfect like this, and then when you make it longer, it doesn't. Isn't that funny?
I think it looks fab, Mark. Well done! What a challenge! Challenge, Mark. You did well, didn't you? Did you manage to get through a mid-show okay? Design inspiration show?
It wasn't too bad, was it? 7 demos. I'm really impressed with that.
We were impressed. You did brilliantly. Well done, you.
Good fun.
Mark, do you know when you're next back with us?
Good Friday morning with Jenny.
Ooh.
Yeah. And we're having a chip challenge mark show.
Sounds awesome. Make sure you tune in for that. We've had a brilliant day. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to have the lovely Laura binding on a cabochon show for tomorrow's design inspiration. So you make sure you tune in for that between 1 and 5. But don't go anywhere because you've got the gorgeous Fleur coming up in the latest show with our Hannah. She'll be taking you through from 5 to 9 and we'll see you soon. Bye.